stay away from the internet, kids. It can be a real scary place. You never know what you're gonna find.
What fucking life!
Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Guitar Practice, episode 68. We got some guests. Obviously, we're not that good. We got some guests, but first, announcements, local shows. I went to a local show last night. It was fucking ripping, dude. Everybody played great. Yep. It was super exciting. Primal Hominid in Ruins, our homies in Entropic, Tainted Beef, and Hollow Thoughts. That was the first time I got to see Hollow Thoughts. It was really good. Everybody rocked. It was fun. I got way too drunk, and I was pretty sick. Let's look into the future. We'll see what we got. Oh, yeah. If you want to be on, hit us up. If you have a flyer, send us a flyer. We'll put it out. We don't care if you're in fucking China. We'll put it out. We don't care. I don't even know if there's any death metal in China, but... Probably not, dude.
There's a lot of death. I know
There's
that.
a lot of death. There's a lot of slavery, bro. Damn.
A lot of starving kids. And
There's a lot of metal, yeah.
China's great.
Anyway, that's it. If you are in China, you want to send us a flyer, yeah, we'll fucking put it out there. Unless it's un-American, then we won't do that. Sorry. July 12th at the Rittz in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Alloy, Rid Them All, our homies in DEITY, and Crimson Tempest. July 13th at 3 Links Deep Ellum, which is pretty much Dallas. It's kind of like downtown Dallas. Really cool area. BISON and Crimson Love and Powerhouse. We love BISON. They fucking rock.
Absolutely.
Happy to see them get out of state. July 26th at, GEAUX. Huh?
What'd you say?
I don't even know how to say that. GEAUX Theater. Go.
Yeah, go.
Go Theater. July 26th at the Go Theater in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. My pet SNAIL lost in Italy. Hell yeah, we love you. Bases Loaded and KANIS GAHENNA. Yep.
God, you're fucking good at English.
July 26th at the Hyde. Listen, you can barely read some of them, bro. Okay.
10 times New
July
Roman, dude.
26th.
Fucking read
And
it.
they're all in fucking Latin and shit. What do you want me to do, dude? I'm doing my fucking best. July 26th at the Hideout, ICT. That means Wichita. Homies in Entropic. Homies in Doom for Death. And John Woodson's Leg. That's it. There's not a lot. Not a whole lot this month. At least not that I've seen. Happy 4th of July. Happy America Day. What else?
Yeah.
That's really it. We got some guests in studio from the band. Tell me how to pronounce it before I fuck it up right in the first part of this. Is it Paralytic or Paralytic?
You got it right. Paralytic. Yeah.
I think
yeah,
we've been
dude.
saying paralytic.
I've been saying Paralytic. You guys have been called Paralytic quite often in here.
My bad. This point, we're changing our name. It's paralytic now.
No, wait a minute.
No, it's not.
Is it? Paralytic is here. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys. And what you do.
I'm Martin, and I am our lead vocalist.
Hell yeah.
I'm Griffin. I'm the bass player.
Hell yeah.
I'm Landon, and I play the old guitar.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm Alex, and I play drums and sometimes sing.
That's right.
Whoa. Hell yeah. That's crazy. Every time I see a drummer that's singing at the same time, I'm always very impressed.
How horrible he sounds? No, it makes me feel inadequate as a man.
I can't sing and play guitar at the same time most of the time, unless it's like cowboy chords, and that's fucking easy.
And I can't sing or play guitar. That's it.
Hey, man.
Relatable.
What is
I
it?
can't play guitar either, so.
God gives his hardest battles to his strongest warriors or something like that. You got a battle on your hands. Yeah, welcome to the show. We'll just get right into our next segment here. We got to call the king to add more to the playlist. Is he good?
Give me just.
Is he ready or are we
2
jumping his
seconds.
ass?
He said he's getting ready for it just a few minutes ago. We'll
just wait.
Yeah.
If there's a phone call, there's going to be a phone call.
Yeah.
Then we might have to just stop everything. I do have a question just to kind of start this intro off. So Brain actually collects dead rats sometimes, right? And by sometimes, I mean all the time. He's got like these Rubbermaid totes with these, what is it now, like 60 or 70 dried out rats?
The numbers are getting hard to count, if I'm being honest. I only learned how to count to 12 and a half.
My question is, how many dead rats would you shove up your ass to stop the Holocaust? Just throw, a number.
It depends on how big the rats are.
Some of them are New York fat rats, dude. You
so
never
giant
know.
male rats. How many?
Yeah, just throw out a number.
I don't know.
2.5.
The human body is capable.
2.5.
2.5.
2.5 from Alex.
2.5. I could probably do 3. Just
He's doing more than me.
Good answer.
I'm not stopping shit.
Good answer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. My follow-up question.
My rats are not for wasting,
My-
first of all.
Landon, what's your
My
answer?
follow-up question is, why do you think that would
I
work?
revere the sanctity of my asshole.
Welcome to the show. How'd you start your band? How long has
Hey.
Paralytic been going on?
We are ready for a call.
We're ready?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Disregard that.
Yeah,
Let's
shut
follow
the
up.
fuck
We don't
up.
need to know.
Let's hang on. We'll get into the history here in just a minute, all right?
It's good to know how many dead rats.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Here we go.
Those dogs won't shut up.
Mine's not any better.
Hey, normally he's in here. There's just too many people in here for 2 dogs, and one of them has a cone on his fucking head because he just got fixed.
No chance. This motherfucker said he was.
He is ready.
Maybe.
Maybe it's just not coming through. I don't know.
No. Bobbert, what are you doing?
He's failing us right now. Damn.
Damn it, Bobby.
Good things never last. You know what I mean?
She's just finishing up on the throne.
Yeah, hold up. We're going to hover for a second, see what's going on.
Yeah, because he said he was ready. They're in a car on the way back to Wichita right now.
Oh. He might not have got the phone call. Tell him to call the studio number and see if it does better when he calls. There ain't shit up in Kansas, by the way.
No.
There ain't
No.
fucking nothing up there.
No,
dude.
there is not.
Let's see what happens. He said he answered. That's weird. This would be a first. I told him to call the number.
It's not a first. We fuck up all the time.
We first try every time. Don't listen to him.
It's bad always. We don't even know how to work half this shit in here, dude.
It's the same thing for us with
Yeah, I
all
was
of our
gonna say,
instruments.
that's how I feel about like literally any of
Every time I look at a rack mounted anything, I'm like, what
Here
up?
he is. Here he is. Here he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's King Bobby from Entropic.
Call from King Bob.
Okay.
Accept, press 1.
Oh my God. What is this?
Is he in jail? Sounds like the prisoner line.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Bob. Hey, we're in the studio right now with Paralytic.
What's going on?
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck, I'm hungover. Last night was a blast.
Yes, last night was pretty fucking sweet.
That was fucking sick. What do you got for us?
Dude, so number 1 today, I've been listening to Tomb Mold again.
Who?
Tomb Mold?
Tomb Mold, I think.
You saying?
Yeah, dude, their album
Okay.
Primordial Malignity. It's fucking sweet.
Okay.
Primordial. See?
Malignant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You got it. I don't know why that was so hard to understand, but it was.
What are they like?
Oh, I'd say tech death, like maybe some tech death with some black metal influence a little bit.
Hell yeah.
They're fun to listen to, though. They can do a lot of left turns out of nowhere. I like it. Good guitar work.
Nice. What else
And
you
like,
got?
I think excessive amount of reverb on the vocals, which is always nice.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
What else
And
you got
then-
for us, Bob?
Dude, so a band from my own hometown of Wichita, dude. Viral Genocide.
That's a sick name.
I like that.
I want to say it's their first release. I'm not 100% sure, but it's called Children of Lilith. Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
Yeah. Nice.
But, dude, fucking beer and horseshoes, dude. It goes together like peanut butter and jelly.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, fuck yeah,
But,
dude.
the riffs on this album are fucking awesome. Chunky, grindy, hit you right in the fucking chest. I like it. Pretty sure it's a 6505.
It's a good amp.
So I saw him a couple years ago when we went and saw Deterioration over at Kirby's in Wichita.
Yeah.
And I want to say he was slaving a 6505 combo amp into a cabinet.
Oh, I've seen that, dude. I've seen that before.
But I don't know. It's kind of a hazy memory right now.
Yeah, me too, dog.
But I want to say that's what was going on.
Fuck yeah, dude. Viral Genocide, Children of Lilith,
Oh, yeah.
and Tomb
Worth
Mold,
the spin. It's worth it.
Primordial Malignancy.
Sick, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We'll get them
You
thrown on there.
You got any other announcements or anything to put out?
So we're playing in Wichita at the Hideout, July 26th, Saturday.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be pretty sweet. That one's for charity for Safe Streets Wichita, Blake.
Oh yeah.
We'll make sure I got the name right. And then we just announced one last week, September 7th at Barleycorn. We're back at it with the Progenists, man.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah. I love that band.
And then Organ Failure from Chicago is coming down.
Interesting.
It's gonna be
It's
a
gonna be a fucking heavy night.
guts show, dude. Hell yeah.
Like it.
Fucking gore grind, dude. Hell yeah, Bob.
yeah.
Thanks for picking up the phone.
No
Bob,
problem, dude.
you guys played a killer set last night. That shit was sick as fuck. I had a blast, dude.
Absolutely.
Thank
was
you,
so
I
much
appreciate
fun.
it, dude. Every band played a killer fucking set.
Everybody
last night. It
crushed.
wasn't just us. Like,
Yep. It was a great show at 89th,
it was
as
fucking
always.
awesome, man.
89th Street is the best, dude.
Good shit, man. Yeah, it was cool to see you guys here in
yeah.
Oklahoma City. So,
Fuck yeah.
all right, King Bobby.
We'll talk to you in a week.
Hell yeah, brothers. Y'all take her easy.
Be easy, bro.
Yes,
Be
sir.
safe.
See you, man.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was King Bobby, the lead guitarist from a band in Wichita called ENTROPIC. We got to see him play last night with all the other guys, and fuck, what a ticket. What a killer ticket. That was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
That was so much fun.
It was a great show. Were you guys at the show?
Yeah,
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 you stayed the whole- yeah.
The three of us
Yeah, the
were.
three of them were. I unfortunately was at work.
Sucks,
Oh,
dude.
man.
That was probably one of the best shows I've seen, dude.
That was a good one.
It was so
Yeah.
much fun.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, about King Bobby, the tips and all that shit we were just talking earlier. There's a playlist called Bobby's Tip, BOBBYS space TIP, all in capital letters. It's a public playlist on Spotify. Check it out, man. It's like fucking 55 hours long now. We add 2 albums to it every week. Every time we do a podcast, we call him, and then he gives us 2 more albums to listen to. And most of the time, it's gold. We got some fucking, we got some classics like Ozzy, some Black Label, and then we got some interesting stuff from Korea, I think. Tumor Boy's like Korean or something.
Yeah, there's stuff
There's a
from
ton
all
of
over
shit
the
in
place.
there,
Yeah,
man.
it's
And
a
it's
good
all-
place to go explore.
It's all
Anyway.
death metal. It's all very cool.
What's up?
Bobby's Tip, that's it. Man, those dogs went in here, but they're not coming in. Can you hear that in the headset?
Couldn't tell you. No, no. I hear it too loud in the room to.
Fuck. All right.
I'm sure it picks it up a little, but you guys are just gonna have to fucking
Just
suffer.
ignore it.
Oh, dang.
Anybody who owns a dog will understand.
Yeah,
So-
For real, though.
Yeah, normally they're in here, so they're upset that they don't get to Be mascots. All right. Back to the regular interview. We already answered the question about the dead rats in the ass. How did the band start and when? Give us a quick little history of Paralytic.
Yeah. So it actually started off me and our original vocalist Derek kind of met through one of his cousins that I wound up being friends with out of high school, and we kind of just
they're going outside. I can't. Nope. Are we still recording?
We are now. Yeah.
We're on. We're back.
What happened? I won't cut it. Who said something terrible? I'm just kidding.
It's probably me. I'm probably cooked.
So it was you and your buddy. You said your original vocalist?
Yeah, so our original vocalist, Derek, and I kind of formed it just because we met through his cousin. And then wound up meeting our guitarist and Alex pretty shortly afterwards that we originally started with.
Okay.
We actually went through a decent amount of lineup changes along the way.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, man.
And, this is where we're at now with Landon as our guitarist. He's been playing for us for a little over
Almost
a year. Well, no, a little over now.
Over a year.
Yeah, because you joined on April last year. And then we just got Griffin. Maybe a month ago. Yeah,
I didn't see you last time.
No.
Yeah, no. When we played the house show, we were still doing the 3-man thing, and I was doing double duty on bass and vocals.
Yeah.
But yeah, we kind of started from there. Wrote our EP, which is just self-titled. Had most of the songs that we have that are played in drop C. We wrote and released on that, and then. A little while after that, kind of after going through a bunch of lineup changes, and for a while it was just me, Alex, and another guitarist, Michael. And so we were doing the 3-man thing with him for a while. And then got out the rest of our album, which is, kind of a combination of drop C and drop A. But it's definitely been a ride. We didn't play our first show till 2022. Played that one with a couple of different bands at 89th, funny enough.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been kind of...
That was your first show?
Ride.
That was our first show.
First show at 89th?
It got dropped on us by surprise because we had another guitar player who was friends with the headliner, Phantom.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to get us on a show together. Didn't say anything about that or us agreeing, nothing like that. And then a week later or something like that, we see the flyer with our name on it and didn't see anything about it.
Tell you?
They didn't tell us shit. And then we just saw the flyer and we're like,
I mean, I'm sure Phantom told him, but he didn't tell us anything.
Probably.
So.
But
that would shit my fucking pants, dude.
That's kind of how it felt.
Yeah,
but because we were on there, we didn't want to back
name on there.
Oh yeah, no, we kind of hit up that guitarist afterward and we're like, when were you going to tell us about this?
That night.
Get your shit. Let's go.
I know we scheduled to practice, but we're actually playing 89th today. What?
But no, it was a fun show though. At that point, we were doing a 2 vocalist thing between me and our original vocalist, but that was actually the only show he ever played with us. So, but
one and done.
Yep, one and done.
Very much so, one and done.
Bro, it happens, dude. It happens, man. It's hard to find the right recipe.
Oh yeah, no, I mean we've definitely still been kind of experimenting for sure with ours. Like we know, once we got Landon, like that was like a for sure thing, and like now that we got Griffin, like I'm real happy because I don't have to do both anymore.
Yeah.
But
And Landon and I are happy that we don't have to hear him whine about doing both anymore.
That's right.
Hell yeah, dude. Shit. So you guys started like 2021?
So 2021 probably.
Yeah,
because I
May
think
or
that's
so
when we got
21. Because
Yeah,
that's
because
when I
that
came
was
in.
December was that year. But goodness, it was when we released that EP. So
And then you dropped your album, I want to say 2023, I believe?
Yeah, it was like another about year and a half ish
Yeah.
before we got the album out, which we're actually working on getting some remasters of that done, just to kind of tune them up a little bit and make them a little sexier.
Put my fingerprints all over it.
That's right. Put this.
So
guy,
how many people were in the room were on that original album?
Two of us.
Just
me and Alex.
Martin and I are the only two that were on the EP and the album.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now with the reissue that we're going to be doing, he's going to be obviously in it, but it's still just the three of us.
Yeah.
You gotta get in there, dude.
Got to.
Market territory, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to. Hell yeah, dude. Well, let's talk about, I guess, individual histories, you know. So we got a bunch of people in here. All like music. And there was a point in time where you started playing an instrument. It might not be the instrument you play now. Like I started out on a piano. I don't fucking play piano anymore. I think it'd be cool to have a keyboard, but I'm not really going to dedicate a lot of time to it. Yeah. But what was, just talk about some of like your first exposure to like playing music, or it could be like a riff that you heard or a song and you're like, God, I got to do that shit. But like, what was it? What was it for each?
I mean, for me, like I've always been pretty, like I've always just had a love for music. But I never really got a whole lot of opportunities to kind of mess around with it. I started off drumming when I was in third grade. So I did some bass drum, and then I also did like an actual drum set for a while because our little after school program had like a little rock club that we could play in.
Oh,
and so
sick.
I got to learn to play like some White Stripes and like some, you know, kind of softer rock stuff on the drums. Then my teacher moved to a different state, so I didn't have anybody to teach me anymore.
That fucking sucks.
So my parents were like, you know, they weren't invested in me learning from anybody else other than him. So I kind of didn't touch it for a while.
Yeah.
And then funny enough, when COVID hit in 2020, I wound up losing my job just because of, you know, everybody shutting down.
Fucking I did too.
And, you know, while I was looking for another job, I picked up bass. I just picked one up from the Edmond Music Store, funny enough.
Oh, off
Yeah, like right off 33rd.
That's where I bought that cab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
These guys are sick in there.
But I picked up like a Memphis T from them and just started learning to play like some Green Day and some Animal or like some you know, Neon Trees, some 3 Days Grace. So it's kind of some of the softer stuff that I'd already kind of been playing on drums, but just kind of started playing from there. And then
what drove you to be like, nah, I'm not drumming anymore, and just grab a bass?
I mean, honestly, finances.
Fuck, dude.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I always feel sorry every time I see a drum set.
Drummers
I'm like,
have to
God, that's a lot
spend
of
so
money.
much damn money on their kids.
My worst nightmare is just
second
like
that.
falling into a drum set, dude.
Oh,
So I went with an E kit and was like, all right, this is all I need.
I feel that.
But even that, I'm pretty sure Alex here uses more than I do. So
You got a fucking sick drum set. By the way, I know that bitch cost money, dude.
Yeah, it did. But conveniently enough, I got it during COVID because I'd worked at FedEx. And so all of that time and money just went into buying that drum set. And that wasn't even all of it. It was just what I could fit into the car and the trailer. and didn't want to bring either because I was getting over being pretty sick that house show that we did. So I was like, I don't want to carry the whole thing.
Jesus Christ, yeah. So you switched to bass, and then now you just...
And now I'm doing vocals.
Yeah.
No.
When did that start?
So I mean, I've always liked singing. So like whenever we had originally kind of formed the band, I was already kind of the one that was doing the backing vocals at the time with our original vocalist. So, you know, Alex was mostly just sticking to drums for that. And then whenever we lost him, Alex kind of stepped up and became our new backing guy. So I could kind of take over leads. But yeah, originally I was just planning on being the bassist of the band and kind of, I guess, got a promotion if you want to look at it that way.
Out of necessity, he got the promotion.
That's right. But I mean, I've always really enjoyed learning everything that, like, you know, I know how to sing and stuff. So it's definitely been kind of a journey of learning how to do different things too, because I like to kind of incorporate a little bit of everything.
Do you... So, I know it takes everybody to write a song, but a lot of times there's like one or two people in the band that are like bouncing an idea off and then they make a song. Do you write a lot of that?
So
You
with
one of the
us,
major writers.
I mean, for what we have out right now, I would say it's pretty evenly split between Alex and I.
Yeah.
So he like helped. So like our song Catharsis, which is one of the songs we played at the May show. So like he wrote all the lyrics to that, all the drums, and then, you know, we kind of came in, Mike and I did, and did the strings for it. But then like Time Is the Enemy is, you know, kind of something I more came up with. And then it was a riff that Mike had kind of had on the back burner that we weren't using. And
Yeah.
so a lot of it was just kind of collaboration of ideas, I feel like. Like lyrically, I probably write the majority of everything, but actual like instrumental wise, I would say it's mostly these guys.
Do you think the reason I asked that? Do you think that being able to play drums and bass and do vocals, do you think that kind of helps you write that you've done more than one instrument? Because
Yeah.
like I've done piano for like a year, and then I think I had a harmonic.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, I play guitar, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say it does, because I feel like it helps me kind of understand what, you know, how the rhythm section works a little bit better. I've been trying to pick up guitar. I am ass at that. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Guitar Hero for real will reveal the truth, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I can play like one song on guitar well, and that's about it. Everything else that I've attempted is been kind of bad.
It's like a bass. It's like a tiny bass. It's easy.
I think that's where I can't get past it, is I'm wanting to stretch my fingers out to play the frets, and I really don't need to.
Hell yeah. What about you, Griffin? You are the bassist for Paralytic. When did you start doing music, and what was it?
I listen to a wide range of music. Like I honestly, like I'll listen to some jazz and some classical and stuff, but
Hell yeah.
the roots of my music came from my dad, and he really liked Primus. And that's kind of where I wanted to play the bass, you know.
Can you play any Primus songs?
No.
That's a lie. We've broken into a couple every now and then.
Yeah, the problem is,
My name is Mud.
I feel like when you learn a song, it kind of like loses that magic that it has.
It depends
you know?
on how, so I agree with you. It depends on how hard the song is learned.
Yeah,
if it's really fucking hard and it takes you a long time,
Yeah,
I hate it. But if you can just pick a riff up and you're like, oh hell yeah, dude, this song still rips. You know?
Yeah, my dad showed me Tool and Alice in Chains and A Perfect Circle and Primus, and there's a couple other bands, but I feel like that's like the most. I really like Tool.
Yeah,
Chains. And when I started playing music, I guess there was like this YouTuber called Davey504.
Fucking love that guy,
yeah,
bro.
No,
I fucking love that guy.
I saw that shit and I
love
liked
Davey.
Primus, and I was
Bass.
like, dude, I'm getting a bass. And I got a bass. And actually, it's funny that you say you started out on piano, because I actually took a lot of time to like learn the piano, and it kind of like taught me how to play the bass in a way. Like I started out on the bass.
I
and
get
like,
that, because
would transfer back and forth.
if you're looking at like learning how to play the piano makes it a lot easier to understand fretboard and
Right.
spacing. You know what I mean? Because like you can see the black keys and the white keys, whereas a fretboard is just frets. You know what I mean? So I took like lessons for like 3 months, and then I quit because I just didn't really want to. I was trying to rock, bro. You know,
I've always wanted to take lessons, but really,
I want to go back to
never
lessons
had time.
now. I want to go back to lessons now because I just want to help, you know. But I just wasn't too into it. But I do remember like the spacing, like the scales, and I remember that from piano and being able to think like, oh, it's a black key next to a white key right here on this, and it really helps.
Yeah.
So you started with piano.
Kind of,
And
yeah.
then
I
your
mean,
dad
I feel
was
like when I was playing on the bass, I was just like not really putting like my heart into it, or like really trying that hard, you know? But like learning the piano helped me like elevate my bass playing, and then I kind of like learned how scales and stuff work. I mean, I haven't taken any music classes or anything. I've never been in a music class or taken lessons or anything, but I kind of like understand music theory from playing the piano and the bass, and like
the piano helps. The piano helps, and now you're basing it out. With the
I love the bass.
six string bass.
Yeah.
Nerf or nothing.
Jesus, 6-string bass.
No, the first bass I ever got, I remember I worked at Hideaway Pizza for 2 weeks. I made $700, and I bought my first bass. And it was this Epiphone
Love that.
Thunderbird that had a scratch in it, right? It was supposed to be more expensive, but there was a scratch in it, and I got it for cheap. And I took the fucking frets out of it. and ruined it. It was like a great bass. It was my first bass. I took the fucking frets out of it because I was like, yeah, I want to be Jaco Pastorius, you know. Anyway, yeah, that's one regret I have is taking the frets out of my Thunderbird.
Pried the frets out of it because you wanted a fretless?
Yeah, because that's me.
Fair. I like it.
I dig it, bro.
Ambition, dog. Ambition.
So we worked on some guitars before, mostly him. I don't like fucking with it. I like playing them.
Yeah.
But, sometimes I can intonate something real good. Sometimes
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Hell yeah. And were you in any other bands before this one?
Right now I'm in another band with my roommates. We're called Cipher, but we don't have anything available. But I'm working on another. So
busy guy.
Yeah.
Busy guy. Hell yeah. But was Cipher your first band or was
Yes.
Paralytic?
Yeah, but Cipher is only I've only been with them for maybe like 6 months now. So it's an early project, you know.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, good shit, dude. All right. Landon?
Dude, I started playing the trumpet first.
The trumpet?
In the school band.
Sick.
And I ended up getting pretty good at it. I played in the jazz band, and we do contests and shit. And then eventually I decided, fuck the trumpet. I want to play the guitar. I want to play the stuff I listen to. And I started playing guitar. I started playing the acoustic mostly, playing country songs.
Yeah.
And that was a good kind of jumping point because that's pretty easy to do.
Cowboy chords. It's a good bass starting point, dude.
Oh, yeah. And then I played my dad's old Strat that he had laying around. And just kind of took off from there. And I was bedroom guitarist for about 3 years. And then I was like, man, I want to play in a band.
I want to rock.
Like, that'd be badass.
Fuck yeah.
It's a dream I've had. And so I just went on Facebook, started searching, found OKC bands looking for musicians on Facebook.
You're not the first person in here that has said that.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yep.
You know,
A lot of people.
Primal Hominin was entirely off of
Dang.
Oklahoma band members or whatever that group is. I was like, damn, that's sick.
But yeah, I got on there, started talking to Martin, and came up and did a little audition and been with them since then.
Hell yeah, dude.
First band. Yeah. So I'm pretty new to all the music, really.
What was like your inspiration to pick up the guitar? Like, was there like a riff, or was there something that was like, God, I've got to start doing this shit and not the trumpet?
To be honest, I have a boring answer for you. I was like, man, if I play the guitar, I'll get girls and like...
This is true.
Well,
it's true.
It never happened
to say that, and it's a very valid answer.
It never happened for years until I met this lovely lady here.
Hell yeah.
Paisley. But anyway, I also wanted to be better than my dad at playing the guitar.
Ooh.
And
Chip
once
on
I
his
surpassed
shoulder.
him...
Once I surpassed
my father.
There can be only one.
You have no power here. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, hey, man, motivation's motivation. Doesn't matter where you get it from, dude.
Yeah.
And
yeah, my dad played in the church band, so we're definitely playing some different
I started off in church too, dude. I praise the Lord, dog.
Hell yes,
and they were like, turn down the gain. I'm like, it's fine.
It's fine.
I didn't like it. I took all the open chords and I was like, I'm just going to power chord this
Turn
whole
up
segment.
the distortion,
and you can
said?
just see people's faces like,
okay,
you're getting close,
Metal
buddy.
Zone. Fucking Slayer.
Yeah, dude. I played it's outside. Just a regular Squire Strat, and they had a Fender reverb with the 2 inputs. So me and my buddy would each play an input, which sucks, by the way. It sucks. It totally sucks. But yeah, that's cowboy chords is kind of where I feel like a lot of guitarists start. I think it's good to like develop your rhythm and like your, and like you get to play like in front of people in church, so it's a good thing. But You know, you can't really rock in church.
No.
Maybe,
Yeah,
I don't know.
not
Life
quite.
church kind of rocks it a little bit.
I'm sure there's somewhere they got a rockin' church.
You definitely can't scream the F word,
No.
you know?
Yeah, no, our music probably wouldn't be very welcomed.
No, fuck, you know?
The world's too vast for there not to be a pinch harmonic played in a church somewhere, though.
I feel like Life Church, dude. I feel like Life Church would pinch. You know, but in like a suit and tie kind of way.
Oh, yeah.
Not like a nasty like wow, like not like a dime bag dive bomb. I don't think we're doing dive bombs for the Lord in America yet.
Yeah,
One
they
day.
will come.
One day.
Somebody's working on it very, very hard in their home. I can already feel it.
I told you about the I think it was Christmas. We went to church with the family on Christmas to some big church somewhere.
Yeah.
And one of the guitarists that came on stage, he was this old dude, and he was dressed up like the rhinestone cowboy, holding like a white and gold telly, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, he was absolutely, it felt like he was on top of the world, you know? Jesus Christ spoke through that guitar, okay? And he's up there like tapping and stuff, you know? He was doing it up.
Hell yeah.
But that was kind of
Ripping
wild
a
to see.
solo for Jesus.
He was, dude.
Hey man, Jesus did it solo.
That's right.
I think we should.
He did it by himself. Why can't we?
Oh man, that was a fucking horrible joke. All right, onward. Alex.
So my dad was into music all of his life. He played guitar, bass, drums, and sang in his own bands. So I was all around it all the time.
Fuck.
So I started out trying to learn guitar because that's what he was playing when he first started his band. And I realized I did not have the patience for it. I couldn't do anything with my left hand. I was all right with the strumming, but I just couldn't coordinate my brain to work properly. So I gave that up and played clarinet all through school until Guitar Hero Metallica came out.
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one, bro.
Dude, that's how I learned.
I am
As soon
one
as
of
I
those,
heard
dude.
For Whom the Bell Tolls, that was it. I wanted to play drums, and that was it. I learned how to play on that, and then
Guitar Hero 2 was the first time I heard Mother by Danzig.
Same.
Is that embarrassing?
No,
Maybe.
That's where I
I'm
learned
there
a lot
with
of
you.
my favorite bands.
That's what fucking happened, dude. And then I was like, I'm playing this on a real guitar now.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero 2. Guitar Hero is fucking influential as fuck, dude.
First time I heard Megadeth, Slayer tunes, and Metallica was, at least that I can remember, was on Guitar Hero. So I'm like, I got nothing against it. It was very, very important for me.
Hell yeah.
I started on clarinet.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where my whole music started for me. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
I started on clarinet.
Before you switched to the saxophone?
Yeah, before I got bitches.
Careless
It's
whisper,
a
dude.
different way to say that, you know?
Does a clarinet not get you bitches, dude?
No. It gets you
No.
around the
No.
bitches, but it doesn't get you scores.
It gets you near him, and then you get to watch all the sax players pick them up and take them home.
Yeah.
That was when he knew he wanted to be a sax player.
Yeah, brother.
Fuck yeah. So, is this your first band?
Oh, no. I actually got to join my dad's band, Self Inflicted, right out of high school. So
Cool name.
we did for my graduation party, we had a big jam out. So the whole band was there and a bunch of family friends. We played a bunch of random stuff from Judas Priest, Slayer, Metallica, Ozzy.
Nice.
The day after, he's like, hey, I fucked my shoulder up and I can't play drums anymore. You want to play for us? I'm like, yeah, I want to. And I'm like, cool. We have a show in 1 month. Opening for Weed Eater. So good luck.
Hold up.
My first show was opening for Weed Eater.
Weed Eater was the one.
At Theopolis in
Hold up.
Norman.
Is Weed Eater the one that was throwing up?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yep.
the band that was like, this guy's I've made a joke. I was like, this guy has ultimate mic control. He's just in the mic, just throwing up into it.
Yeah. That's the guy.
That's pretty heavy metal. I like that.
Yeah.
It was also funny. I don't know why I think vomit's so funny, but I find it hilarious.
You just don't expect it, and all of a sudden,
Fuck, you
right
know
on the
that guy,
stage,
dude.
yeah.
That's crazy. Bro.
I didn't get to meet him, but I did open for him, and that was
It's close enough.
trial by fire. So yeah, it was close enough. And then
1 month. They were like,
Yeah.
Did you know the songs already?
so I knew most of the older ones, but they had just released their album "Sweet Taste of Emptiness" before that. So those ones I kind of had to learn a little bit more, but I'd heard all of their biggest songs
Yeah.
because I'd heard them in the garage for years and years on end.
So you kind of already
That's
had
cool.
like the scaffolding up.
Yeah, it was just actually listening and paying attention to what the drums were doing instead of hearing the voice of my father coming through the speakers.
Yeah, I feel you.
The voice of your father.
Dude, it's something surreal when your dad's playing bass in front of your guitar and singing the whole time. You're just like trying not to vomit because you're nervous as hell, playing in front of an entirely sold out show. And then opening for Crowbar several months later after that. Yeah.
I fucking love Crowbar.
I do too. Every
fucking
time.
love
And I've
Crowbar.
gotten to meet Kirk a couple of times
You gotta
and
meet him?
Tommy, the drummer, quite a few times. He's a good friend with Dad. So.
This dude's got fucking patches. What the fuck?
I definitely earned the scars that I've got.
You've been around, dude. That's sick as fuck, man. You got to meet the fucking beard.
Yeah,
That's
so those
badass.
good times.
Fucking hell, dude.
I did that up until earlier last year and played with some other bands of my own outside of that didn't really go anywhere for one reason or another. And then, like Martin said, answered a wanted ad for him, and then that was it.
Damn. Hell yeah. Well, shit, dude. Next segment. We call this segment Gear Queer. It's where we nerd out about what you like to run these days, you know? I saw your drum set. It's sick as fuck. Tell us about it.
How many nuts have been on it?
Just mine.
Okay.
That's what he thinks.
To my knowledge, only one pair.
Gotcha.
Give us a little rundown on what you're going with. I know you had some. If I
Wait,
remember,
3 nuts? What? Yeah, I
Three
don't
sets
know.
of nuts.
Oh, okay.
Just 3.
Just 3.
Just 3
I was
nuts.
a little concerned that he just dipped one.
Three
in one
nuts.
single
There's
nut.
it out and was
three
like,
nuts.
boing.
Well, you know, I didn't want to be rude or anything.
Gotcha. It'd have been improper if you put both of them on there. I respect
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, both of them is flat out disrespectful. One, that's like what friends do.
It's just like it's just like a foot in the door. It's all.
Let's hear about the kit, man.
So that one that I played at that show is a Yamaha oak kit. I can't remember exactly what all I brought. I think an 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch tom, if I remember right, and then a 16 and 18-inch floor tom. Then I also have a 14-inch rack tom that I didn't bring because, again, I was lazy and didn't want to bring it.
Yeah.
And then a lot more cymbals outside of that, but again, I didn't need all of it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have paste symbols.
Yeah, I
the black
use
ones,
Peisty
right?
cymbals. So
Say
I've
that?
got
Wait, how do you
one,
say it?
Peisty.
Peisty?
Yeah. I've got one. So I've got a couple of those colored symbols. I got one of the black ones. I didn't use it at this show, but I've got a red one at home. It's just a crash symbol. And then 2 blue ones. And then the rest of them are all just signatures. Yeah, I've got one of those 2002s up on the screen.
Paste symbols, yep.
Paste. That's what I said for the longest time, too.
It does look like bass.
It does, and that's how I heard it in my head too. But I mean, Alex Van Halen, Dave Lombardo, Nico McBrain, all of those guys played those, and that was like, that's my sound. I want it, and
Gotcha.
modeled after my heroes.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Is that who your drum hero is?
Oh, there's definitely a lot of them. Yeah, the list is too many, but
I feel you. Landon,
Dude, so
what are you running? You got a sick fucking Jackson. Tell us about
let's
that.
talk about the Jackson. This is a Jackson Dinky DK2 Modern. It's got the Fishman Fluence pickups in
Oh.
it. And those come stock, which is really cool.
No shit. Good job, Jackson. That's sick
Interesting.
as fuck.
Floyd Rose. I think that this is... It's not a special. Maybe the 1000. So, needs upgrading. As you can see, it's a bit flaccid on the whammy bar.
Yeah.
Kind of disappointing for a $1,200 guitar. But
What? You think so?
yeah, well, just the flaccid whammy bar.
Yeah.
Gotta have some erection going there.
Yeah.
Aren't they kind of all?
No,
I don't know.
like
Mine
you're-
flops around.
Well, you leave the nut kind of loose on
Yeah,
yours,
because I like
and
it to
then-
get it out of the fucking.
But
way.
the Ibanez,
Ibanez is different.
that's really solid.
That's a different. It's not. It's Ibanez's version of.
And then my Jackson, it's just not threaded in all the way. If I threaded it,
I hate that noise.
it's just threads.
Scares the shit
Don't
out of
worry
me.
about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel the pain
Old,
there on
old,
that
old.
as soon as he did that.
that's an old one.
Yeah, 96.
Yeah.
But yeah, from there, I run into a Zoom G1X4 multi-effects. I'm a Cheap Bastard, and it was like
I've never heard of that, dude. It sounds great.
I've seen them.
I like the.
I thought it was a little Boss one. Remember the old Boss ones?
Mm.
You know?
Oh yeah, I had a Zoom. What is it called? Damn it, Zoom 505. So a real old pedal, and that's what I played with for a while. Just last Christmas when. Then I run that into yet another Cheap Bastard item, my Marshall MG half stack.
Dude, that was my first half stack. Was the MG 100 DFX or whatever?
Yeah, HDFX.
I have the fucking 212 at our buddy's house. We go up and jam. He's a drummer, so we like to jam with him, you know. Up in Guthrie sometimes, and I just leave that up there because I don't know. I like these speakers better. I like V30s. But oh, dude, my dad was so fucking pissed when I bought that thing because it was like my 16th birthday, and someone like gave me $1,000, and with intention for me to go buy a vehicle so I can get my lazy ass to work. And the first thing I did was buy a half stack. And he's like, "What the fuck is this, dude? Why do you need this?" And I was like, "Fuck, dude,
This is my car money.
I just need it. That's what you need to know.
I needed it, dude.
I need it. I'm
I
happy.
thought it was
that's
a great. I mean,
Good investment. Yeah.
I thought it was a great investment.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, dude.
That's how I would look at it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was loud. They're good amps. There's not like a whole lot to them, but they have nice effects on them. You know what I mean? It's not bad.
And sometimes simple is just better than all the complex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes too many effects and settings gets in the way of actually playing well.
I
Yeah.
feel that like the Black Star that I run here, it's like it feels like almost constant tuning. You know, like I'm always trying to adjust something or whatever. I just have to tell myself to not fucking touch it. You know?
No, the search for the tone never ends.
Dude,
Yeah.
I found it at Metal Zone and I stopped looking. I was like, this thing sounds cool. That's it. Hell yeah, dude.
What kind of picks do you use?
I use either the Gator Grip Jazz 3s or the Kirk Hammett Jazz 3s.
What's the size on them?
It's like a 2.
Uh,
0.5.
oh, that's a 1.2. So
Okay.
Very specific.
a little bit unorthodox, but yeah, I like a thick pick for sure.
Me too. 100%.
This one, it has a little bit of give to it,
Just a hair.
but not really enough to do it when you're playing on the strings.
Yeah, I've noticed over time my picks have gotten thicker. I was using a 3 mil, the purple ones, for a little bit. I was like, these are expensive, and no, you know. Then I went down. I think those.
The black ones are a 2.0.
Yeah, I use a 2 mil. The fucking black Dunlop ones are pretty cool.
I want to try one of the wedge picks. I don't know what those are like actually called, but they look like a damn wedge or something.
Yeah, the big triangle ones.
Fatties.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Griffin, tell us about your bass rig.
I'm not a gear queer, unfortunately. I can even tell you, this is an Ibanez something GR6M something.
Let me tell you right now, Ibanez I've been bitching about it I love Ibanez guitars.
Uh-huh.
I love them. What's with the fucking naming system, dude?
Yeah, no, I don't know what it's.
Like, it's like a fucking VIN number and shit, dude.
SM, yeah.
If you know
But,
the model of your Ibanez
It's
guitar,
a
you're
short
doing it
scale
wrong.
too. It's not a full 34 inches, but it is wider. So I don't know. It's fun to play.
Looks sick.
Yeah.
What are you running pedals amp wise?
Martin might know more about that. Really. Electro harmonics.
Dark Glass.
I don't think anybody heard that.
Yeah.
Not a single one of us
You're
heard it.
talking to my mic.
Hold up.
Look at it.
We're doing some research right now. Give us a second.
He was so excited to get
it's
these pedals.
Dark Glass Electronics Alpha Omega Ultra. It's 6-band EQ, and it's also got like a distortion and bypass on it. It's replaced my other distortion pedal because I was just using a Big Muff for a while. Just because cheap.
Classic, dude. It's a classic.
Oh yeah. But I really like the Dark Glass. And then the other one, funny enough, it's a noise gate I got from Landon. So whenever he upgraded to his current rig, I got that one. So
I think Bobby runs that silencer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said it's really awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, for everything I've needed it for ever, it's been really solid. And then, yeah, amp-wise, cheap again, Fender Rumble 100. So,
Yeah, dude.
you know.
I don't think they're that bad.
No, they do their job very well.
No, they're not bad. I mean, you know, you'd have to tweak with them a little bit more, but that's about it. I mean,
I know a lot of bassists
I have no
that
hate
use
for them.
Yeah. A lot of bassists use the Fender Rumbles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Especially for places around here that are smaller, that something like that.
That 25 is perfect in this room.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything louder. We've had some pretty big bass amps in here, and it's like, bro, you got to turn it down, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's about to blow the windows out of this place, dude. You know? Well, hell yeah. What do you think about like the fucking giant, like the Mark bass, fucking 8s? You know what I'm talking about with the yellow cones?
I don't think I do know those ones.
God, they're sick. Pull those.
What is it?
Mark bass amps. The Mark bass cabinets with the orange cones in it.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I have seen those
These
actually.
are-
Okay,
these,
yeah.
Pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, they look
Fucking
pretty
dead.
solid. But, yeah, no,
They're loud as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That little one on the left, I saw someone play that at the NCOM Cyber Center, and I was like, Jesus, that sounds really loud, but it's really good. The ported box, you know.
damn, okay.
It is
Hell yeah.
loud in there.
Yeah.
The NCOM.
We played a show there.
Yeah, we
and it
played a
was
show there, yeah.
Extremely.
NCOM gets loud, dude.
Loud and lively.
Yeah,
Love
it
it.
does.
Yes.
Do you pick or finger pick or what?
Finger style.
Finger style. I
That's
like
my
it.
thing.
Is it the only way?
Just
It
the way
could
the
be.
ladies like it.
Yeah, it is. But it's, you know,
Let's start the controversy now. No,
yeah.
just kidding.
Yeah, I play songs that you're supposed to play with a pick. I play them finger style.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
It's
dude.
fun.
Yeah, not me. I play with a pick, dude. That's what I do.
I do both, so.
Hell yeah. So what made you guys pick, I guess this is a question for you two since you've been in it the longest. What made you guys pick the name Paralytic? Tell us about that.
I'm not gonna lie, I just thought it sounded cool.
That's a great answer.
But like also we were kind of like trying to, like when we first started writing stuff, we were kind of writing about some more like, you know, kind of depressing, like kind of sad stuff and like stuff that we felt like kind of like, you know, paralyzes you with fear. So, you know, we felt it was kind of fitting, but it was definitely like 95% because I thought it was cool.
And they had already picked that name out before I joined, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm fine with it because it sounds cool, and also I don't have to go through the whole game of trying to figure out who's got this name already
Yeah.
and what sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we picked our name because we practice guitar.
Yep. Fair.
Pretty easy.
Pretty damn easy.
Do you guys practice?
Sometimes
As much as we can.
it doesn't show, but sometimes.
I don't think it does anything.
No.
But, you know, we try. Do you think that Stephen Hawking deserved to be paralyzed because he was too smart, or was the genius of him all just a show?
Man, you know, I think after the whole Epstein information came out, I think he did deserve that. Yeah.
I think his
Yeah, fucking bitch of a cripple, you know.
you think his wiener works? I don't know.
It did, yeah. They'd say that it did.
They called him knees down
Yeah.
back in high school.
I think he had children. Whoa! I think he had children after he was like fully paralyzed. Like it worked.
Do you think they
They had
just
to give him the Hugh Hefner treatment.
Yeah.
Okay, girl, you're gonna have to do all the work yourself.
extracted the fucking semen out of his dick somehow with a robot? I could see him.
He
Got
just
the turkey
siphoned it out
baster.
like fucking gas.
Fucking
He chooses-
testicle catheter.
He takes it. He has to choose the individual sperm of the capabilities that he wants and everything.
He wants him to be good at math.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's a dumb one. I can tell. Hell yeah.
Can you suck it?
Yeah.
I can.
I mean, didn't he have some movement of his mouth? So I think he probably could.
He probably could. He probably could. R.I.P. Big homie, little homie.
Rip.
Cripple homie.
Burning hell.
All right. Tell us about the album name.
So Time is
Story
the
of our fucking lives.
I mean, kind of honestly, yeah, it is a lot that. Just through like all the lineup changes that we went through, like when we first started forming, like trying to, kind of figure out what worked. Like we just felt like we were against a race, like kind of in a race against the clock, to try to get some stuff out there and like, write an album and like try to get it out so everybody could hear it. Well, we were kind of working on a bunch of different songs, whenever we had kind of the other people that we were playing with.
Yeah.
And so at one point, whenever we lost one of those guys, we lost one of the songs too, because he was kind of the primary guy that had written it. And so we were still looking for another song. And so I was kind of just scrolling through like my, my little notes section of my iPhone, like trying to kind of find some lyrics I thought would sound cool. Alex saw kind of over my shoulder Time is the Enemy and was like, yeah, no, we're doing that one. That one's pretty fucking accurate for us. We need to get that one out here. And
the whole song was written inside of like 3 hours, I think. So.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, we pretty much sat down once I had the lyrics, or once Alex saw the lyrics, Mike sat down, had a riff idea for it, and, not too long. And then pretty shortly after that, the bass and the drums got written for it pretty quick, too. So... But yeah, definitely a lot of it was us kind of feeling the mode on it because it was very accurate to how we were feeling at the time.
There was that, but it was also like, yeah, there was that sense of urgency, but it was also every time we had a setback, it was we had to hurry to get back to where we were and like get, some progress going. Mm-hmm. And so every time we lost somebody, got somebody new, and then lost somebody again, it was like, God damn it, how long is it going to be before we get this fucking album out?
Jesus. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, because I think we went through like a good...
At least like 3 people.
I mean, it was like 3 or 4 people while we were trying to write the album, so it was a bit of a pain in the ass. And that was pretty much when Alex was just like, all right, nope, you're writing bass for it now. I was like, all right, cool.
It was just how chill everybody was coming into it at first. Like, oh man, it'll get out when it gets out. Meanwhile, they never show up to rehearsals or practice, so we can't get anything done.
Yeah.
That is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad thing, dude.
But now we thankfully got people that always show up to practice, which is nice.
It's, dude, being in a band is a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a fucking lot because you're asking people to do stuff on the weekends, after work, and it's a lot of time. And people have families and girlfriends and boyfriends and all that shit, So, yeah, you gotta really have people that are down, Mm-hmm. What do you think the trick is, like, to keeping a band together?
Group sex.
No, 100%. Well,
all right.
I was going to say that, considering we've lost so many people, it's kind of hard for us to give a solid answer on that because we're still figuring it out. But no, I like his answer much better.
Group sex.
Yeah, Alex is the prude of the group, though.
Yeah, these 3 idiots get nasty, and it just turns me off.
Yeah, I feel like
we make him sit in the cuck chair.
Oh.
We actually got a saddle recently mounted on a drum throne. It's a cuck saddle, so it's a little more interesting.
It's all getting cut out, right?
Cowboy.
Hell no.
Your darkest secrets are coming to
This
the
is
light.
good content.
I was gonna say.
We like it. Here's a question that I ask every band in here. And it's one that is a hard question to answer because some people say down tuning, some people say, all sorts of shit. What makes a riff heavy?
The bass. You can play a lot of cool riffs that aren't as cool without a bass behind them.
I like that.
I can say
I would definitely agree with that.
I mean, a lot of bands have basses, and some of their riffs just are heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good answer, though.
I think
I like that.
I definitely feel like if you know how to utilize the bass, it really helps. Because, like, some people don't necessarily know how to play, like, kind of the higher end of the bass. Because, you know, like, I feel like that's something that a lot of bassists struggle. I mean, like, I know for sure I struggled with it like a motherfucker for a while, is getting off of the top string. Because, like, you know, it's real easy to just play the top string for everything on a bass. Yeah.
That
Like,
or
you
just
can
follow
really
the
get
guitar
away with
parts
it, but, like, there's so much cooler shit if you start scaling and you start, you know, utilizing your high string and, you know, all sorts of stuff, you know, start looking at slap pop and tapping and all that kind of stuff. You can get, like, a lot of really unique kind of sounds to go along with whatever chugga guitar riff you got going.
I really, even as a guitarist, like, obviously, you know, I want to turn my guitar all the way up and be louder than everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but when I listen to an album or a good mix, I really, really enjoy, like, Judas Priest did it fucking great, where you can hear the guitar and hear the bass, and the bass actually comes through and really supports how it should.
Yeah.
And it fucking makes riffs heavy, for sure. I like that answer. It's a good one. I don't think anybody said that one. I've heard people say context, you know, context, depending.
I think if it makes one person's head start to bang in the middle of it, I think it qualifies.
One band said if it makes you smile, it's a heavy riff. I like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, if Stinkface is activated, you know, it's a good riff.
Yeah.
It's hard to answer, though, you know? It's hard to answer that question, you know?
Heavy is subjective.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
'Cause it could be, you know, the ball crushing riffs or like emotionally heavy songs or riffs.
You could be speeding it up. You could be slowing it down.
Mm-hmm.
You could be making it more complicated, taking notes out. I mean,
Breakdowns are pretty heavy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bass.
It's a bass.
It's a bass.
That's a bass. Big old bass.
Context. Yeah, because especially with recent trends, I mean, like, you know, we got 7 strings and 8 strings now. I got a 6-string bass. I remember when Drop D was like, whoa. You remember that?
God, you're fucking old.
Drop D, bro. You can bar the fucking power chord. And I was like, Jesus, that's heavy. And then I listened to Korn and I'm like, how the fuck, what is going on? Like, I had no idea that there was a 7-string. I had no idea. I was like, how the fuck did they get that guitar? And then everybody just started downtuning. And it was like a race to the bottom of the downtune, you know? What do you guys write in? What do you guys play in normally?
Mostly drop C and drop A. So, I mean, that's really the only tunings we've used so far.
So, with your 7-string, your high string is going to be an E?
Yes. Yes.
And then
Got the bass in his throat.
your low string is going to be an A.
Yes.
Okay.
Standard with
Whoa.
an extra A on bottom.
C, B,
Oh, so
or A, C. What am I saying? It's an A, E, A, D, G, C. Yeah, sorry.
C. What?
Top.
Huh. So at that, a 6-string, because when I see a 6-string bass, I assume that the bottom string is like heavy, and that's not how you have it set up.
No, it's the A. I mean, it's the low A for drop A.
That's interesting.
What's your guys' favorite riffs to play? Like, wake up in the morning, got nothing to do, just want to pick up your guitar and start playing. What's the
All
first
of them.
riff you jump in?
First riff. Man, it depends.
What's one that you've been playing for a long time and keep coming back to?
Playing for a long time.
Mine's
Man,
TNT, dude. I like TNT.
TNT.
That's a very good one.
It's not really a riff, but Master of Puppets, the song, that was one of the first things I was like, I need to learn this. I need to learn the electric guitar.
Yeah.
Terrible song to start with.
That's a toughie, dude.
But, you know, got there eventually. And that's one that I always kind of go back to.
Can you play it for us?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking rip it,
Let's
dog.
hear it.
Where shall we start?
Play your favorite part of it or the entire thing. I don't care.
That really narrowed it down, bro.
Yep.
I think the part that, when I finally learned how to play this part, it was probably the most rewarding because it sounded the hardest to me.
Yeah.
But the
Oh yeah.
I love
Sick.
ripping some Metallica.
Sick.
Griffin, what do you got? Let's hear some Primus.
Primus?
Play Tool.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because I don't really have like the heaviest riffs I have are like Paralytic's riffs. So you're just talking about my favorite riff of
Yeah,
all
what's the
time?
one that you just learned and you keep coming back to?
Something like that.
That's pretty fucking nasty.
Hell yeah.
That's
I
like
like
my
that.
favorite
Nice.
funk riff, you know. I like that.
I like that.
I like
That's cool.
Do you play a lot of funk?
Yeah, I mean, I know like a couple ABBA songs, like, you know, I don't know. I could play a couple.
Who's that guy with the fucking top hat and shit? He played with Buckethead a lot.
Oh, you play with Buckley? I mean, didn't Les Claypool play with him too?
It wasn't Les.
No.
There's a black dude with a fucking crazy outfit. Sometimes he was dressed in all yellow. Fuck. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'm not making this shit up.
I don't know.
I promise.
You know any James Brown riffs?
You know James Brown?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Or Stevie Wonder?
yeah, I know Stevie Wonder, but not like how to play them.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, I like funk. Funk guitar is it's really fucking hard, dude.
It's real funky. Some may say.
Some would say. Don't fucking say, dude. No shit. What are some influences that have kind of shaped your guys' individual musicality? Like for me personally, I grew up in the nu metal era, and a lot of that shit was, I ate that shit up. And then further along, I really started getting into pretty much like bands like Slayer, bands like Exodus. I'm a huge Exodus fan. Really got into thrash for a little while, and then that just kind of led to really heavy like Cannibal and like Obituary and a lot of that kind of Florida death metal. I really like that shit, and that kind of shaped a lot of my playing. And then of course fucking Dimebag, duh. You know,
yeah.
I was
the
about to
goat.
slap you, dude.
Obviously Dimebag, and then, you know, but that's what kind of shaped a lot of what I like to do. What are some influences that you guys have kind of taken on to? Because you said you play funk, a lot of Tool. What do we?
My influences, Metallica, of course. That's kind of what I started with.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of down picking. Chuck Schuldiner from Death.
Fuck yes, dude.
I fucking love Death. I love Chuck Schuldiner.
Dude, that's probably one of my favorite songs to fucking that I learned was Crystal Mountain.
Oh yeah,
That
we love
shit's
Crystal
so
Mountain.
awesome. And he was singing the whole time.
Oh yeah.
I'm fucking retarded, dude.
Every now and then when we're goofing off, we'll bust into it. Very horribly, I might add, but it's one of these days when we're good enough,
Hell
we'll
yeah, dude.
never show anybody because we'll be too embarrassed.
That's right.
Death is
No, we're gonna convince Alex to let us cover it.
It's up to him, not me.
Well, you want to show somebody right now?
So it'll be a whole step up, but fucking don't remember this part.
That shit's so hard, dude.
It's a lost cause.
That's crazy. Hey, good on you for trying that one, dude.
Hey,
I like it
of course.
sometimes, but
Better
I've
than
not
me.
been practicing that. Oh, hold on. Here's a good one for you.
All right.
You got to name it for me.
Okay.
'Cause I got to make sure you're legit and you know what you're talking about.
I don't, but go ahead.
Of course I fuck it up.
Is it something in the power it holds?
Flesh in the power.
There it is. I was close.
My favorite riff from that one has got to be the little. That part.
God.
Death is so sick. Is that one of your main influences, though?
For sure.
Hell yeah. Fucking death. Fucked.
That's truly
They also
an
got the
example.
best death metal name except Slayer.
Oh, yeah.
They really do.
Like, we really got to reach nowadays. If you want to start a new band, you got to reach. You can't just be like murder. Like, now it's taken. All right. Slayer, killer. No. Nope. It's gonna have to be at least six words now. It's 2025.
That's right.
Who else was influenced by anything?
I mean, I was definitely all over the map. I was a late start to Death, but as soon as I first heard of Lack of Comprehension, I was all in. So,
Hell yeah.
but I mean, between Death, Metallica, a whole bunch of thrash metal bands, new metal bands,
Megadeth.
yeah. I mean, I've got them on my
Yeah,
arm
you got
for
the
crying out loud.
tattoo, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I'd say just a little bit of a fan.
Hello, me.
Meet the real me.
Watch him become a god.
He's so good, but he's such a crazy person.
Who's
Yeah,
got
he
the
is.
best watch him become a god is the question.
That was pretty good, dude.
Lane.
It's a game we play
Landon?
almost every time.
You think I do?
No, I said Lane.
No, it's
Oh.
your turn to try it, Landon. You started the game.
We could go around and I can play the riff.
Play the riff.
Immortal man. Probably should have.
Nah, I'll leave that in.
I already did mine.
Was it you take a mortal man?
I guess we'll just
take
keep
a
going
mortal man.
clockwise.
I thought we were going around.
All right, we'll go clockwise. I'll start it.
Yeah, you got it, dude.
Watch him become a god.
It's perfect. We can end it there.
Nope, you got to do it still.
Okay. Watch him become a god. Something like that.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, vocalist.
Sounded like,
Vocalist, you should win, dude.
sounded like Scott Stapp trying to do Megadeth.
Pressure is on.
Oh, shit.
Watch him become a god.
There we go.
That was fucking great, dude. That was really good.
Cartman does Megadeth.
I think the vocalist vocaled out. Good job, dude.
Yeah. This will be bad here.
Yeah, we got to keep going.
Yeah, let's go.
Brian?
Watch him become a god.
I think he does it higher than that.
Yeah, I'm not going higher than that.
He's doing current day
Yeah,
Dave Mustaine.
There we go.
Alrighty.
It's like an execution.
Yeah.
Watch him become a god.
We didn't hear you with the riff, so go ahead.
Oh, okay, yep. Okay.
Stop it.
Watch him become a god.
That was pretty good, dude.
Gotta grit them teeth to get
And
it.
that is, ladies and gentlemen, that's Watch Him Become a God, the real game that
Brought to you by Hasbro.
we play it right before we get too drunk and start singing Creed. Hell yeah, dude.
Settle down. Settle down.
Go for it. Go for it. Go more.
6 foot really isn't that far down.
Tremonti's a beast,
That was
dude.
close.
Yeah,
That was
Tremonti's
way
a beast.
closer than I expected. That was sick.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Me neither.
Nah, I don't. No,
I need to learn that.
that's so good, dude.
I need to learn that.
It's so iconic, bro.
Yeah.
I watch the fucking. It pops up on the interwebs all the time in my algorithm of the dude like swinging on the fucking satin sheets over
2001
the
halftime
Dallas
show.
Cowboys halftime show.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
the most amazing fucking thing ever. Every
it
time
was.
I watch it, I watch the whole thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, God, dude, I wish I was there, dude. Yeah. Dude, we learned that fucking Scott Stapp accidentally made a porno with Kid Rock.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Scott Stapp brought a video recorder in when Kid Rock was fucking somebody. I was like, whoa, dude.
Nice.
And we got it right here. Let's go ahead and take it.
Yes, we must critique it.
He comes in and just starts singing Little Sister.
He comes in what?
Fuck.
Kid Cock, dude. Let's take a piss break.
Piss boy. Well, we're live again.
Thanks for the 3, 2, 1. That was great. We're live again. We were talking off air about bands that everybody says they hate, but they don't. One of them being Creed. I know everybody loves Creed.
Crack one for Creed.
Same with Nickelback. And Griffin was saying something that I thought was really interesting and needs to be said more often.
He hates Creed.
No, it's just that some people, all they ever talk about is music they don't like. And I'm just like, I want to hear what you do like. I don't get, if I don't like a band, I don't talk about it. I just talk about shit I like.
Yeah.
So
Negative
don't talk about
Nancy's, dude. They all
Unless it's like a
snobs.
valid discussion instead of just, oh, I hate, whatever band. Like, oh, I hate Creed, but won't tell why.
Yeah, why do you hate them? And why have they sold millions of albums?
Yeah. And sell out millions of people in stadiums all around the world.
Bro, did you see their last tour videos from their last tour?
Yeah.
It was just
Crazy.
bros. The bros were out in force, dude. It was sick.
I was there, can confirm.
You were there? You went to a
Yeah.
Creed show?
Yeah, but me and her went, it was a graduation present from Paisley's dad. And
Was Creed? Dude?
Yeah, dude.
Badass.
and we
so
got to
cool.
see Three Doors Down before, name's not coming to me right now, but the singer, he has cancer now, like stage 4. Can't remember what kind, but I'm glad I got to see him before he couldn't play
that
anymore.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's coming for us all. Dude, you remember when everybody was calling everybody a poser all the time? You remember poser?
Oh,
What the fuck does that even mean, dude?
Means Alex.
Wait.
Posing.
Whoa.
Damn.
Shots fired.
I'm
What'd I do?
I never understood that.
Alex
it was like,
can't
oh,
kickflip.
he's a poser, right?
That makes me the poser. I can't kick.
What is he posing as? I never understood it. I never got it. Like, what were they posing as?
I think posers are real, dude. Some people just,
It's just
like want some kind of weird attention, so they like pretend to be something they're not.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like it's just like fans, like they'll call their fans posers, like they're not really fans. Like if they don't look the way that you want them to look, like a band will be like, oh, those are our poser fans. Like we only like our real fans. I don't know. I think that's
hear
where it comes
poser, I just think of skating because that's what I used to do. And because you'd have
Skateboarding
people carrying around a skateboard, and it's like, man, you ain't got no board slide marks on there.
needs to
What
look
you
like
doing?
that, bro.
Oh yeah, that thing's got some gnarly razor tail on it.
That was my first real deck, was that Zero deck. I used to skateboard a lot.
Nice.
Now I'm afraid if I fall, I'm going to like break my fucking ass bone for real.
Yeah, once you grow up, it's too expensive to get fucking hurt.
I can't get hurt. I got to go to work, bro.
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
I can only get
That
hurt
wouldn't
at
be too
work.
hard.
I
Yeah.
get so nervous
Get
about
hurt at work. That's kind of nice.
I get
but-
so nervous about my hands at work.
Oh, yeah, no, if I just,
especially
my
playing
hand winds
guitar.
up in the fryer, it winds up in the fryer,
What?
What about your voice? What if your voice winds up in the
no.
fryer?
Well, no,
Why
no,
is his
I mean-
voice
I
in the
mean,
fryer? That's what
that-
I want to
that
know.
would be a
It's his
more-
instrument.
I'd be wondering
He
why.
was trying to get those fry screams down.
Good one.
But
But
Good job, drummer.
I have a question for the drummer. So you do like the double bass stuff, and you were a drummer. You can probably answer this too. What's with the like spaghetti legs? Have people
like where they go back and forth?
Yeah, like
I'm
it kind of
like,
helps.
totally
I mean,
single kick, so-
I
Can't you just, like,
sort of do it. It kind of helps keep some of that tension out of your shins and your calves.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I barely do it. I'm not the greatest at double bass at all, but I can play a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if I needed to play in Painkiller or some mid-tempo Slayer songs, at least on the feet, I can handle it. But
It's always mesmerizing to me. Fucking nuts, dude. What's his name? Jacob Big Pond and Primal Hominid was fucking laid down. He's really good at that.
yeah, he is.
Like so even.
He
too.
holds a really perfect double bass. Yeah.
Dude, drums. Tyler, you're good too. Don't get all butthurt. You're good too. Everybody's good at drums. Don't worry. But yeah, I always just thought that was fucking. Or probably one of my favorite drum videos to watch is the playthrough of Bleed by Meshuggah.
Yeah, those are always fun.
Very solid one.
Polyrhythm is what they call it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you sit there and watch them, you're like, or like when you understand what's happening, it's like, oh, it's so easy, like the idea of it. But then you sit there and try to play it, and you're like, this isn't happening.
It feels like a traffic jam in your body.
That's exactly what it feels like every time I try to play anything remotely like it.
I've even tried like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 on my right hand, and then tried to do like a 3 on the left. I'm like, this ain't good, dude. You know? That shit always mesmerizes me because with the guitar, everything is always in sync. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Your hands are always in sync. Pretty much all. I mean,
Nope.
you can, you know.
Not if you're me.
You can hammer on it. Well, the goal is to be in sync. The goal is to be in sync.
In sync, okay.
In sync.
It's gonna be me.
Bye.
What was your like first like exposure to metal? You know, I remember mine kind of clearly. It was my parents were really religious, really Christian. You know, grew up in the church and everything. Here I am. Sorry, but I remember there's a radio station here. I think it was called like The House or something. It was a Christian radio station, and I want to say like on Saturday night they would play metal for like an hour. And I would stay up and I would listen to that. And I think it was a band called Pillar, a metal band called Pillar. And I listened to it. I was like, what the fuck is this? I need more of this shit. You know what I mean? Was there like you remember like that first exposure where you're just like, holy shit, dude. Mm-hmm. What is this? What is metal? Tell me about it. And then it just kind of went.
For me, it was definitely the Ride the Lightning album because my dad, big metal fan.
Yeah.
So I listened to a lot of stuff with him in the car growing up. And he's like a big like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Megadeth, like pretty much if it's thrash and like, you know, from the 80s or earlier, like he is all down for it. So I really got into that and then kind of started developing my own music taste kind of off of that whenever I was in high school.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Metallica was definitely probably my gateway metal band.
Gateway.
Dude, for me, my dad listened to a lot of 3 Days Grace when I was a kid. You know, kind of probably makes sense now thinking back. No. I found this, I don't know where the hell I got it. Dude, I was a little kid and I had this fucking voice recorder thing. And I knew that I liked Pain by 3 Days Grace.
I was just about to say,
And
I heard that
Animal
on the
I've
radio
Become.
at Cat. My parents fucked up because I was like, you know, PG movies only and Christian music only. You know, they were all about that. And they gave me a CD player. Well, my grandma gave me a CD player and it had a fucking radio too. Fuck yeah, I'm listening to the Cat at night. Pain came on. I was like, good God, that's a banger. And the riff is fucking banger too, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking heavy, dude. I like that one a lot. I remember that one hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, I got on my mom's computer, got on YouTube, and played it, recorded it onto that voice recorder.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a phone or anything. I was little. And so those are the first songs that I like listened to was Pain, Animal I've Become, and Oddball, but Big Iron by Marty Robbins.
The cowboy song?
Yeah, like Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, with the big iron on it too.
Yeah, dude, I had that on there too, which is weird. But
you just had it on a voice recorder and you're like, this is my music.
yeah, dude, that was my shit. 3 Days Grace and Marty Robbins.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's pretty sick though, dude.
It's a wide range.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty Robbins' nickname is Golden Throat.
I haven't heard that.
Fuck, are you serious?
I swear.
That's gay, bro.
100%. It's real bad, dude.
That's fucking gay.
I remember listening.
He was great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think they had like. Well, he was probably back in the day where like anything gay was evil. Nobody would ever even think about it being gay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know how old he is, but he's old school, you know. But I remember it coming on.
you should call him and ask him.
Yeah, we should.
Golden Throat, huh?
I remember him coming on the radio
5,000.
at one of my shops I worked at, and one of the old dudes was like, "Oh, Golden Throat," and I was like, "What the fuck did you just say?" Yeah, guess it was a thing. Don't know.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Golden Throat.
Man.
Christ. That's rough.
Nickelback was the first metal band I ever heard.
Rockstar. Everybody hates Nickelback, but you know the whole fucking all lyrics to you. Same with like Metallica haters, yeah. Did Nickelback write the? No.
Yes.
The one where they're fucking in the car.
Yeah, animals.
Got outside the car. Yeah, we're never gonna quit. Yeah, I like that one. That one's a good one too. Oh, do you know who was good in that era too? Breaking Benjamin was really good.
Oh yeah,
I love
fucking
them.
Breaking B. They were fucking good.
They were one of the ones I really got into in high school. Them and 3 Days Grace both, and then Devour the Day and Egypt Central.
I never heard of them.
I guess they're not like quite as popular, but I've thought they were like the greatest thing ever since I heard them in high school. Their bassist is like crazy good. He does a lot of like slap pop and a bunch of like bass solo stuff in there, and they're kind of more rock based music, but it sounds really good. But yeah, funny enough, both of the guys that kind of started Devour the Day are actually in Pop Evil now too.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it's their drummer and their current bassist.
Oh yeah.
But
this might be slightly controversial, but what do you think about females doing metal vocals?
Honestly, I think some of that shit sounds pretty cool.
Sometimes I think they're better than male vocalists.
Honestly,
I can say that.
like they're
Like the
Ginger?
Yeah, that's exactly
Oh,
what
yeah,
I
I
was
was
going
gonna
to
say
say.
Entheos, bro.
Oh yeah,
Entheos. We got to see
Arch Enemy.
Entheos.
Oh my god.
We were talking about this band. Was it 2 weeks ago or last week? It's an all female band.
Castrator.
Yeah, called Castrator. And I was like, that's fucking heavy metal, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Good on them, dude.
Oh, they fucking nailed
Good
the
job,
name
ladies.
game.
Well,
For
and
sure,
I
dude.
feel like it definitely brings like a different kind of sound to like the metal scene too. Like especially whenever you kind of get lost in a world full of like, you know, Oonga Boonga riffs. You know, like hearing some of like, you know, like some different vocal stylings on that. Like especially like, you know, the musicians like, you know, like in Ginger and like in Spirit Box, where they'll switch from like that real heavy to like the clean and then back over to the heavy like it's
Amazing.
nothing.
Yeah.
That shit is wild to me.
Amazing.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's almost
Hot take,
absolutely
but
beautiful.
Hailstorm's good.
Hailstorm.
Oh, I
I don't
love
see that as a hot
Hailstorm.
take either.
I think they're
Hailstorm's
great.
good. Man, that dog won't
Yeah.
shut up, Willie.
You want to do something with him and put him up, or
Put him up where?
I don't know, on the roof.
I don't outside, but they're getting too hot.
Fuck.
Is it coming through real bad?
I heard that. I hear that. Yeah. Okay. Back.
Oh yeah, what'd you say? Hot take, hailstorm? Yeah.
Yeah, Lizzie Hale.
Fucking rips. Do you remember when
Flyleaf.
I was just saying, dude.
Lacey Sturm, just in general, like anything I've heard her in has been insane. She was on a Breaking Benjamin's acoustic album they released a while back. They put her on Dear Agony, and that went hard.
Agony. That was such a good. Do you remember Seether?
Oh man, they were so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, I got to see them at Catfest one year.
What's the
Linkin
Fuck.
Park.
what's that
I
one
love
Seether
Linkin
song,
Park.
dude?
What about the new vocalist for Linkin
Remedy.
Park?
Remedy? That's a good one.
Remedy's a good one.
Remedy
That's
was
one
like
of
a very
the-
heavy riff
In
that I was
Dad's
like,
car as a
yeah.
kid. Yeah.
And they had that creepy music video, dude. Music videos. I wish like there was a music video channel again, like MTV, because I think it brought out such good like artistry.
Yeah.
It's a lost
mean-
art nowadays.
Yeah.
The good music video.
Now it's like, a lot of it's just like standing in a field, the norms, and that's cool. But like the Remedy music video was like in a circus and shit.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
I know
fucking
that shit
creepy.
was wild and creepy.
It scared the
But
shit
was,
out of me
in
when I
a
was a kid.
swamp too.
Yeah.
So, like it was like
The boats and stuff.
oh yeah.
I like that shit. They had a lot of really interesting music videos. When I go to the dope store, they always have music videos playing from that era. And I just sit there and just stare at them for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I feel like S&B's has constant music videos going. The burger place.
Hard Rock does.
Yeah.
Hard
Rock Cafe.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they
Yeah.
always do.
I
Yeah.
went to the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City, dude.
Oh yeah.
It was cool. I was a child. I wasn't even into like rock at that time, but it was really cool. What you, Griffin?
What about me?
Come on, give us some cool songs from your era. What inspired
Cool
you?
songs from my era. Sorry, is that what we were talking about?
Well, we're just talking about like first exposure to metal, like what drew you toward the fire.
In terms of like, sometimes what I think of when I think of metal is like the really harsh vocals. So this is like embarrassing, but Amon Amarth was like the first band
They're
I ever
sick
listened
as
to.
fuck,
It's
dude.
like,
The Viking. Yeah.
like I fell in love with that for a little bit. I had a phase where like that's all I would listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
But,
some of the heavier shit like that's pretty fucking dope.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I like
that.
I don't know. I have a really wide range of metal taste, from anything light, like I would say, I don't know, Flyleaf has some pretty heavy riffs, but a lot of times it's really light and artistic, and then all the way down to like, I don't know if you heard of like Nile, Necrophagist. They're really
I've
good.
never heard that pronounced that way. That's
Phagist.
wonderful.
The Phagist.
Whatever. Listen, I don't read good, okay?
No, we're gonna call it that now.
Paste. Necrophagist, phagist, whatever. I don't know. Golden throat.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say, dude?
For the heavier shit, I definitely like probably gravitate more towards like Chelsea Grin, Lorna Shore, like kind of more of the deathcore guys. Like
Lorna Shore, that.
some. Well, I also love Tom Barber just in general because like I also love Darko. Like I think they are sick as fuck.
What do you think about Slaughter to Prevail?
Oh, I think Alex Terrible is like insane. Like that rolling guttural he does is
The
like
gator
wild
growl.
as fuck to me. I've like my mind does not comprehend how to do that, and I'm just sitting there in awe every time I hear it.
And the volume.
Oh yeah,
the other
the
impressive part,
fact
too.
that dude will just throw down his mic and just do it without the mic.
That's nuts. Yeah.
And
he
beats his own
always
face
puts
up.
on a wild show.
I want to go to one.
I would love to see
It
them
looks
live.
violent, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks spicy in there, dude. What do you think about Oklahoma City? So I've been to Wichita a couple times, been to Dallas a couple times. Most of the shows I've been to are here in Oklahoma City. A lot of the locals, there is like a massive crop of hardcore / slam going
Yeah.
on here. Have you guys been to the VFW yet?
I don't think I have.
You'd
I don't
remember.
think we have yet.
You'd remember.
Okay,
It's-
then I haven't.
It's fucking crazy in there, dude. Like peeling. I went to a peeling flesh show there.
Yeah, those guys are great.
Jesus Christ, dude! People got beat down. It was nuts, dude. That shit. What do you think about the whole slam movement? I guess it's kind of like a movement now.
Yeah.
There's so much,
I mean, like, it's definitely cool, at least to me. Like, I think that, like, a lot of those riffs are dope. I also feel like kind of simultaneously, if my English will let me speak, I feel like it's kind of overused to an extent too, though, just because I feel like you see slam and like hardcore and stuff like popping up everywhere now, and like you don't really see a whole lot of, at least here in this scene, I feel like you don't see a whole lot much else outside of that. But like definitely still some pretty cool shit you're seeing out of that scene too.
The whole scene kind of reminds me of when I read about like the old punk rock scene.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of it, most of it, it looks like is just like self-funded and like crowd-funded, you know?
Yeah.
And so like I went to a house show a while back, and it was like dudes were just pulling up in vans to a house with like a little U-Haul trailer, and then they would go in there and then fucking light the place up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like people were breaking people's chairs and shit. It was awesome. But I don't know. I like that kind of like bootstrap vibe almost, you know? I don't know. The whole music, like the whole state of like the music industry has changed so much since, like, I remember fucking Napster and LimeWire.
Yeah.
You know, you just pirate shit day and night
100%.
onto your iPod, you know? And nowadays it's like, I don't even know how they calculate record sales anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
never consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Even for like the few things that we've released, we can see what we've, even on the same song, if it's, you know, for a certain amount of streams, it's never the same percentage of money you get. It could be like a tenth of a penny to a single penny, or like, you know, a fifth of a penny. It's never same, even for the same song, for the same amount of streams on the same platform. So
Interesting.
What is your, I guess with all that I was leading up to say, what's your favorite substrate for music? You know what I mean? Because I mean, it's been from vinyl all the way to Spotify now. If you could pick anyone in between those, what would be your favorite?
I wish we still had vinyls. I think there's something definitely to be said about like albums that were made to be listened all the way through. And it's kind of like songs build on each other or kind of tell a story or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't get that as much with streaming because it's easier to just be like, I like this song from this album and this song from this album, put them in a playlist.
Yeah.
I seen at a show in Wichita that I went to, I seen one of the bands was selling, they were selling vinyls at their little merch area, you know?
Yeah, we've played with a band called Gravehuffer, and they do that. They have vinyls that they sell.
It makes me want them. Like, I have to have them. You know?
I would like to have some vinyls of our music eventually, because that would be cool just
Alex,
to have it for myself.
Yeah.
Alex and I got vinyls from a court order when we got to play with them a few years ago. That was pretty cool.
I like, if I had to pick, me personally, I like CDs. I don't know why. I think, well, I'm torn because with a vinyl, you have like such a big, like, piece of, you know, area to really like make a really good piece of art to put your music in. You know, I really like that stuff. But I think for me personally, I think CDs sound the best. I think I read something where a streaming song, if you look at like the, say, megabytes versus a song off a CD, I do believe CDs hold more data. Because in streaming, they have to trim a lot off. And I think I mean, one, volume. CDs are just loud, period. You know? And I think sometimes these streaming songs kind of cut some of the volume and the aggression, I guess, you know? Like, I don't know. I just always like CDs.
Well, CDs are kind of like, they're electronic before we went to streaming, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost felt like, it almost felt like the peak, you know?
I definitely agree on that.
Back when you could own the music.
Yeah. And I love the packaging of vinyl because, you know, like you said, it's got such a massive canvas that you can put a bunch of cool artwork on.
Yeah.
And then CDs, like you said, I think sound the best, but also it was, you know, the packaging was much smaller, so you could actually carry that around somewhere. And back when CD players were a thing.
Yeah.
I also like CDs and vinyls personally for this reason, and tapes even. I'm pretty sure tapes had it, where you could pull the paper out and it has all the lyrics on it and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about you, but if the vocals are really heavy, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah.
I know it sounds cool. I think it's awesome, but it would be really nice to just like, oh yeah, this is crush the skulls and burn the whatever. Yeah, you know, I always kind of like that because it kind of always felt like you actually had like a collection, you know, the big book with all the CDs in it and then the cards in it or whatever, up on your thing in the car, your little sun visor CDs, you know, like I just kind of miss. I don't want to say the religion of it because that's kind of crazy, but the ritual. It was like a ritual. You had to take the thing out, and you had to put it in the CD player, and because that took effort, you're not going to listen to just one song. And then when somebody writes an album, like the albums that like don't miss through all 10 tracks, you know, they're the fucking best things in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Any Death album ever.
Oh, yeah. Death.
Devour the Day.
I thought it was really cool. So Sodom, I'm a big Sodom fan.
Yeah.
Shit. When we don't have guests, we play Napalm in the morning to, goddamn,
Nice.
to open the show up, you know, just 'cause it's a cool riff. We like it. They just dropped their new album, I think called The Arsonist, I believe.
They dropped a new album.
Uh-huh.
They did. Yeah.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. A few
That's
days.
insane. I haven't heard it. I know what we're going to listen to on the way back.
It's exactly what you expect. It's
good.
Cut and dry. This is Sodom. You're getting Sodom, and it's fucking awesome. The consistency, you know. But if you get like the box for the album release, you know, when they used to do like, oh, we're coming out with a new album, you can order the album box, and it comes with a CD of the album, a tape of the album, and 2 records of the album, 2 vinyls. And one of the vinyls is that really cool, it's like a white base with just red streaks coming out. And then the other one is in the shape of a saw blade, and it's gold.
Oh, that's bad.
It's so
Nice.
cool. I was like, that would make me like that album more because it makes it more special versus, oh, new album, play, you know, like just on the phone, you know, I don't know. Like audio equipment and everything back then was just so much more prized, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked that.
And it wasn't so accessible either. So like if you were going somewhere to record an album, you had to know your shit because you're dropping money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was always that like, yo, try this CD. Like you actually had to have like friends that listened to the same music. And I'm not saying we don't now, but if you listen to music that's not on the radio, like you kind of had to have a friend group and go to the record store, like, oh, try this one. Oh, you got the new one. Let me get that after you listen to it. I always thought that was really awesome. Last question. What is as a band, what is your group's consensus on bukkake?
Love it.
That's a weekly experience for these 3.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would require for there to be more people involved, but, you know.
Well, I just said you 3 were involved in it. I didn't say there weren't more.
Love it.
Kind of a pre-show ritual for us, you know?
Yeah.
Post-show.
Honestly, yeah, if we can
Pre-show,
get
during
showered in
show, if
that
we
silver
could.
rain, you know, that's exactly what we're looking for before a show.
Shooting dust by the end of it.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sick.
All right.
Time for the Crucible.
It's time for the gauntlet.
Fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we play it every week. It is time for Guitar Hero for real. The rules are as follows. We play a tab for 1 minute
Oh, you
on
have
the
a tab.
screen.
Shit.
You got a little bit of study time, depending on how merciful the room is feeling.
Are we going to keep it in drop A, or are you going to make it
We'll
really
find-
hard
We
on
got
us?
We'll
all kinds
find.
of guitars. We'll make whatever the bingo wheel picks.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And we got a few different genres in here.
Yep. So, bingo balls, numbers on the bingo balls. There's a spreadsheet of songs that we picked, and whatever you get, that's what you get. Pray to God it's not yellow, because yellow's classical.
Oh,
And I eat shit on that. I'll go first.
We can watch him get decimated
And
first.
I'll get blown up and everything will be fine, dude. The whole reason for this game is to show people. I don't know if you've looked on YouTube, but everybody's pretty goddamn perfect on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty perfect.
Yeah, every time I see a brand new Instagram to him, I'm like, I want to give up.
Perfect timing, perfect everything.
Old Japanese kid. Just
Oh, it's the little kids. I just want,
The 7-year-olds that are sitting there playing Bleed. Meanwhile, I'm going, how did you fucking play this?
Dude. But yeah, the whole point of the game is to show people that you have to practice to get good.
Yeah.
And also, if you can sight read something and pull it off, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the test.
Neato.
I'll go first.
You're going first?
Yeah.
Terrible, probably.
What is it?
Red 8.
Red is alternative grunge and punk.
Man, that's a good song.
Strike.
Hunger Strike by Temple of the Dog.
I'm going hungry.
I'm going hungry.
What I'm pretty sure my dad had a tape of Temple of the Dog.
Drop D.
Tape. Drop D.
You want to get the strat? Yeah, go get the strat.
Is that grip tape on there?
Oh,
Dude, for the leg, that's kind of a goated idea.
It's the move. Yeah, good with that? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Are you moving or what? Are you going to sit somewhere where you can see this? Okay. All righty. Here we go. The count in.
The whole thing?
I think so. Yeah.
I feel like that riff goes through the entire song.
Yeah. There we go. All right. So through bar 36. This is what we call a bomb.
I can't say anything. I would be much worse.
Been about a minute, buddy. Right, let's go. Are you ready? Here we go. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Pretty much got it.
Nice.
that is what we call a
It's a bomb. Yeah, sometimes you bomb, dude. Who wants to go next? I promise it's fun.
I'll go
so
next. Can I
fun,
play the
dude.
guitar?
You play whatever you want.
And it's random?
It's random. It's
Cool,
the bingo
yeah,
wheel, dude.
All right, here we go. You know I'm not cheating. Bet. This is Black 3.
Ooh, metal.
Okay.
You might be good.
Paranoid Black Sabbath.
Paranoid by Black
It'd
Sabbath.
probably be better if I played the
It's
bass
pretty
at
fitting.
that point.
You got it, dude.
No, let's see. Oh, that's easy.
Nothing. You won. You won the game.
You got it. You win. Let's see what we got.
You want guitar or bass?
I mean, I really don't care.
We can go bass and see what the bass.
Can I use
got.
your bass, or should I just?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can use.
What is it in standard,
We can bring it to standard. Yep.
or it's in? No, I mean we don't have to change it. What is it?
I don't know what the
originally?
bass is.
Step below
yeah,
standard?
It's standard originally.
Oh, okay, okay.
Flat.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, we drop it down. Doink. All right, you want to hand in the bass? Yeah. That you got to do that. You're sitting next to it.
Too much shit in here, dude. I don't even like arpeggios, dude. I just like riffing.
Fucking arpeggios.
Golden throat arpeggios.
I bet Golden Throat could kick your ass.
Golden glove.
Tell me you're fucking with a guy named Marty Robbins.
If
Okay.
his friends had called him Golden Throat, probably.
That dude will whip a switch out on you, dude.
Jesus.
Listen there, son.
Town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Right, you definitely
There can be
got
only
paranoid.
one golden throat.
Guess I gotta take my throne back. I mean, what?
I mean, you can make it up to platinum.
Platinum throat. It's ranked. It's ranked.
Nobody's been able to surpass him until Martin came along.
Throat made of pure platinum. Or coated in it at least, huh?
That's right.
He's solid. No coding. Solid.
Did you tune it to standard or?
Yeah, I tuned it standard.
Okay, sick. Here we go, Bug. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's your minute. There we go.
That was pretty good, dude.
That's not bad, dude.
Do you want to study and play it again? Or?
I got the easiest song ever. I'm very lucky.
Yeah, you kind of
Hey,
got
man,
it, dude.
sometimes the bingo ball is merciful, sometimes it's evil.
Is there anything you want to see? I can move around. Just tell me.
Play the whole thing again, or just those?
Just to there. Just to there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can play it again, obviously.
Okay.
I'm not afraid.
The ego on this kid.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you better absolutely nail it if you don't want any study time, and I'll make fun of you if you don't. Okay, ready? Here we go. Cool. Nice.
Yeah, this
Well,
dude sucks.
you messed up on 3 parts. I heard it. Okay.
You're out of the band.
Very fortunate.
You guys should fire him now, dude.
Fuck, man.
That was lit. That was really good, man.
Good job, I guess.
You're definitely in the lead, dude.
Who's up next?
I guess I'll go.
Landon.
I'll end it. But
You're playing bass. You're not getting out of this.
I dropped the ball back in the thing. Okay, well, it's a
Damn it. It's a yellow.
it's a yellow 8.
I'm sorry, bro.
See. All right.
You're about to be
I
crazy.
would have it no other way.
Get fucked.
Ode to Joy. Griffin can play this. Why don't you just substitute?
Can he play it?
Yes, he can.
For real? Damn, dude.
Tune it up.
Fuck. Something like that. Wait, no, I have to remember. How's it go? Fuck, how does it go? But anyway, you got it.
You want to play it on
You
your
got
7
it.
string?
Yeah, I'll just ignore that bottom string.
Okay.
If I can find, I think I'll pick him.
So it's in standard, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your 6th string is still E, right?
Yes, 6 string still E.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Guitar
we're just-
struggles.
I
Can't
think we're
find
just
pick.
playing the whole thing here once.
I always have a massive bag of them. That's how I get away.
All right.
I sprinkle them around the room. You know?
No, that's a smart move.
Let's keep it on some distortion.
There you go. Are you ready?
Oh, you got this, bro. I don't remember.
Okay, he
that
switches
last
it up there at the end.
part. I don't remember the last part.
There it is. Okay.
The whole tab is.
Let him cook at the end.
Yeah. Do you want to look at that for a second? You can nail it. I know you can.
Wow.
You
Got it. So we cannot throw Ode to Joy into our set list in the future.
Probably not. Probably not.
You got it, bro.
You got it?
You got the lion's share of it down, dude.
Okay. Here we go. Is the speaker kind of loud enough?
I don't know. You
hard to
might
hear
want
over
to come
that.
down on that amp a little bit.
Yeah.
Here.
I don't know what it sounds like in room, but you can hear the speaker, yeah? Kinda, probably. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Ready.
Fuck. Nailed it.
That was pretty good.
Damn it.
Sick.
All right. You ready for your fate?
That
You're a
was not-
bassist. I saw you play a bass. I gotcha. I gotcha.
Get her. All right, we got a green 7. Green is country music.
Country, dude. You got country, bro.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's the it's that guy from West Virginia. Red hair.
No, Tyler Childers.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah. That dude rocks.
Man, have you seen him playing his eyes? He's got crazy ass eyes while he's playing, dude.
Fucking White House Road music video. He's just like, he's dope.
Your job's easy for the first like
We're gonna-
3 bars.
I'll start right here, so give us a little gap, okay? We go.
Set the timer
Ready?
1 minute. You're gonna be great, bro.
Okay.
Have some confidence in
This is
yourself.
not arpeggios.
Yeah.
True.
Here we go.
You got it, bro. You got it.
All right, that's a minute.
Easy, bro. You got it, dude.
Right.
All right. You want to look at anything?
Yes.
Tell me where to go. Yes, right there.
You got it, bro.
You got it, man.
Just believe in yourself.
Is there anything in
What's
particular
that
that
thing where
really
you will
tripped you up?
something into existence?
Honestly, just trying to
Manifest it.
Manifestation.
You got to get into it, Martin.
Manifest your destiny.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta manifest it, bro.
Just think, your buckle is leaving impressions on the insides of women's thighs everywhere.
There you go. Yep.
I believe it.
Women's thighs.
Wait, did you say buckle or butthole?
Buckle.
His butthole leaves impressions on women's thighs. I just wanted to be clear. That's what I thought.
Butthole makes.
We're from Oklahoma. You have to have a basic country music knowledge.
I like
All
that
right.
song, I swear. I swear.
Are you ready?
By the moon. I love that song.
All right. Here we go, man. You got it.
Not quite.
You did pretty good, man.
Pretty good,
For not being a active guitar player, you did pretty
Yeah,
good.
dude.
Can't lie.
I do
was
see a
good.
future in country.
100%.
I
really
you
do.
gotta do one, man.
Alrighty. Let's see what we got.
All right, Brian, it's time for you to die.
Yep, this is it, man. Oh God.
Yellow.
It's gonna get Mozart.
So we implemented the bingo wheel because we used to make we'd be like, your bandmates pick the song that you'd play. And it was just like everybody would just try to eviscerate each other. And I was like, yeah, this is not good.
It's probably the smart move because I know for a fact we would do the same.
Yeah, it was shit like that. Dude.
Playing God, yeah.
Yeah.
Dig.
Don't ban it.
You best believe that if that had been the choice, I would have said
What is
that.
this? What genre is this?
Classical.
Okay, cool.
You're fucked,
Tina?
dude. It's
Yeah,
like
dude.
finger style.
Time to get arpeggiated.
Bad.
20,
gonna
24
go
hours
bad.
to go. I want to be arpeggiated.
I haven't touched a guitar today either. First time right here.
Well, lucky you get a warm up for 1 minute.
I know this great warm up tune. It's called Cavatina.
Yeah.
That a Floyd
Sounds
Rose?
good enough.
Close enough. Yeah, it is. I didn't touch it. I started to.
Dude, before I knew anything about Floyd Roses, I went in Guitar Center, tried to change the tuning on one, broke the fucking
Boing.
string because I was adjusting it at the headstock.
Yeah, I almost did just now, and I was like, God, I'm retarded. I don't play on a Floyd Rose at home. I only play one here. You got a timer for me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Uh-oh. Oh my God, this is it. I'm dead. Oh Lord.
This looks easy as fuck, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
That's brutal.
I didn't get this one.
I want to see Griffin do this one.
Yeah, no, I got it. In the bag.
You got it, dude?
No.
Time. Oh, do you want to look at anything?
Yeah, a little bit. Let's see.
The yellows are the worst, dude.
Yeah, these are bad.
Yellows are the worst, but closely followed by some of the jazz stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking really.
I got lucky with my yellow. That was pretty easy.
That was the easiest yellow I've ever seen. Normally, it's just annihilation. I've been thinking about pulling it out, but I don't know. Some people do know this shit. You know? Like Jorge from, the band DEITY around here. He would annihilate this right now. Look at it and he would do it. He's
Damn.
crazy. He's nutso.
It's good to be like well versed and have different things that you do.
I can see the metal coming out in a lot of classical shit.
Yeah.
Like a large amount of it.
Oh yeah.
Especially like big solos and stuff.
Add a
You
little
know?
bit of electricity to some classical.
Some gain.
You got metal.
And it's metal.
Yeah.
Like fucking look at Yngwie. That's classical based stuff, pretty much. And plus the Yngwie factor,
Yeah.
in general, it's very classical sounding. It's just insanely fast and awesome.
Yeah, it's good to get thrown out of your comfort zone, too.
There's a lot of songs that I started playing because of this game. And that's why we didn't want to put like all metal in here, That's why I did like the 6 genres so that it does kind of break you out a little bit. Because I've noticed, just over the years of playing, where you'll get in your little comfort zone and just, chug power chords and then that's it, which is cool. But I mean, if you want to learn more, you have to wander out,
Yep.
And flipping genres is like a great thing to do.
I don't
But
know.
it's hideous
I don't
at
understand
first.
this at all.
Me neither, dude.
Holy dude.
just solo out, bro.
Yeah, just follow the top note.
So our buddies and the Reckoning guys.
Yeah.
So Levi, their lead guitarist with the long red hair, he's a goat. He's super badass. And when we had them on and they first played it, Levi just soloed the entire time. He didn't look at the tab at all. He just soloed for a minute straight. And so now there's an option, like you could stick to the tab or you can Levi out and just solo. And he did. He fucking ripped a solo over the last time he was on over fucking Midnight in Montgomery. That's what he got. And it was just like, I was like, Jesus, dude. Paranoid.
Whatever, man.
Those Griffins. You ready?
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen here. It's gonna be bad.
I do.
It's gonna be really
beautiful.
You're
Believe
gonna
in
be
yourself.
great.
Yeah.
Manifest destiny. Come on.
That's right.
Try it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
That's it.
Good enough. That was horrible, dude. Yeah, it was so bad. There was no chance I got
Tried
that.
to Levi out.
I can't, dude.
Oh, dude. Shit, no.
I can't. That was horrible.
I wish I could shred like
Yeah. No, I just can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Guitar Hero for real. The most fun game ever to play with your friends. The whole point of the game is to bomb. You bomb pretty much every time. Sight reading is really hard. Sight reading tabs is really hard. Sight reading classical music is fucking impossible.
Next to impossible.
But yeah, nobody's perfect. Everything you see on YouTube and when you go to a show and watch people live, that's accumulation of hours and hours and hours of dedication to an art form. And you're only seeing 0.5% of what someone has to do when you see them play on stage. That's the point of the game. And it's also fun.
It's fun.
And that was Guitar Hero for real. Thank you for playing.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah.
Griffin won.
Participation points.
We got one more game.
Oh no.
It's not a crazy one like Guitar Hero for real. It's
It's time to play the game.
It's a new game I made just for you guys here in Paralytic.
Martin, here's your chance to get that platinum.
Are you ready? This is the world famous game. Will it paralyze? Right? Your job as a group is to determine whether these things that I'm about to tell you will paralyze. I have the answers. You rally together, get your best guess.
And then
Answer the
we
question.
talk to each other and then we answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you if it actually does paralyze you or not.
Ready?
We're ready. Number one. ALS. Does it paralyze? Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as ALS. What are we thinking?
No, walk it off, you pussy.
Man.
No, we got a no from Alex. We got
No. Faking.
You know,
He's faking it.
in terms of Stephen Hawking, was it the ALS or was it God smiting him for his crimes?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
I
No, that's not the
didn't get
question.
that far into the research. I'm sorry.
So ALS may paralyze.
Is
It
that
depends on your spirit, like
final
how
answer?
strong you are.
We're asking the professionals here, okay? So,
Obviously, Stephen Hawking was just fucking weak.
oh my.
All right, so is everyone saying no? All right, so here's the answer. ALS does paralyze.
Yeah, sorry, we'll take it seriously.
ALS is a nervous.
We've never taken a single day of our rehearsals seriously. Why start now?
Yeah.
ALS is a nervous system disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. ALS causes loss of muscle control. The disease gets worse over time. The exact cause of the disease is still not known. ALS often begins with muscle twitching and weakness in an arm or leg, trouble swallowing, or slurred speech. Eventually, ALS affects control of the muscles needed to move, speak, eat, and breathe. There's no cure. It's a trap. It does paralyze. Number 2. Caitlyn Jenner's driving.
Absolutely.
Does it
No,
paralyze?
it kills you. It kills
100%.
you, dude. It doesn't leave you
I
paralyzed.
mean, it mostly just kills kids, but I mean, you know.
We are all of one mind on the matter. Yes.
Yes. And the answer is yes. It can paralyze you. Let's go to number 3. Flying in a wingsuit. Does it paralyze?
No, flying
you
in a
do
wing
it wrong,
Itself, the
will
act
not
of
paralyze
flying,
you.
no. It's when you hit the ground.
I mean, if you do it wrong, probably.
it
So,
does.
Maybe.
I know y'all remember that Black Ops 2 mission.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the video of the guy hitting the bridge?
Oh, fuck.
No.
Yeah.
He was going like at least $160, bro.
Damn.
What do you think hurt
Splat.
worse, the guy hitting the bridge or the Spanish ship hitting the bridge?
Or the plane hitting the towers.
Or the plane hitting the tower?
Classic.
There were no planes.
Jet fuel will not
So
melt steel beams.
So is this a yes or a no? Or
9/11 is the answer. Correct.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, maybe it paralyzes you sometimes if you
Like
crash.
the crash into the concrete will
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, if
but
you
I
suck
don't think
at
the
it.
flying itself will.
Yeah.
if you suck at it, fucking get good, pussy.
Put the wingsuit on.
Get
All
good.
of our disabled fans, we love you.
But we do look at you differently.
And there will be no ramps at our shows.
Yeah.
Not because we don't want you there, we just can't afford it.
Well,
All right.
Paralytic 2021 to 2025.
Number 4. Popping your neck.
Let's find out.
Does it paralyze?
Oh God.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
That was good.
That came through really good.
That was really good. Did it come through the
Yeah,
mic?
it did.
I'm
Oh,
sick
yeah.
too.
I mean, need we say more? I mean, science proves it doesn't.
Popping your neck. We're saying no. The answer is yes.
What?
I think it only does it if you're weak.
It seems to be the answer to a lot of these things.
I mean,
Hit the gym. A young man, listen to this. A young man in the U.S. once popped his neck and accidentally tore a vertebral artery, which led to a stroke and partial paralysis. His left side was affected. It was a freak accident caused by the rapid motion disrupting blood flow to the brain. Number 5,
Sounds like he just needed to get good.
fishing.
Landon knows.
Does fishing paralyze?
Physically, no. Financially, absolutely.
Financially paralyzing.
just like being a musician.
Yeah, and I got both, so
You're done.
I'm brokered in a joke.
Musician.
No money, honey. So fishing, we're saying no, except for the wallet.
No.
The answer is yes. Fishing does paralyze. In Florida, a man was hit in the face by a jumping sturgeon while boating. The impact knocked him backwards and he struck his head, causing a spinal cord injury that led to paralysis.
Fuck, man.
Fishing does paralyze.
Sounds like he should have been stronger. That's all.
Let's go to number 6. Nitrogen oxide.
No.
Or laughing gas. Does it paralyze?
No,
No.
I use it all the time. It's,
No.
it's
Yes.
great.
We're all moving, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's right.
The answer is yes. Some recreational users of nitrous oxide have ended up paralyzed due to vitamin B12 deficiency, which the gas depletes. This can damage the spinal cord over time.
We must not
Let's
have
ask
good
Shawnee.
Drink some orange juice or something.
Make some
I don't
monsters,
know.
dude. They have like 1,600% B12. You'll be fine.
Exactly.
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court.
Number 7. Getting shot in the face and getting stabbed 32 times.
I feel like that's more death than it is paralysis.
Does
And
it?
then you're paralyzed. Just mind, body,
Permanently.
and soul are paralyzed.
Just the whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing.
Traumatized, definitely.
Dead, very
if you
likely.
survive that, yeah.
I mean, if you survive that, I'm probably just pulling my own gun on myself. I don't think I want to survive that, to be honest.
I feel like I'd drop to my knees and start worshiping the man at that
It
point.
just sounds like it'd be really loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really disruptive to my life.
Does it paralyze? The answer, no, it does not paralyze you. Melissa Dome's ex-boyfriend attacked her, stabbing her 32 times and shooting her in the face. Survived against the odds with severe facial injuries. Her face was slightly paralyzed, but after they transferred a nerve from her leg to her face and she was good. Became a
Damn.
speaker against domestic violence, yada, yada, yada.
He needs some milk.
So no,
That's a
it
good
does
one.
not paralyze. Number 8. Falling off a skyscraper. Does it paralyze?
If you survive.
I like that answer.
See,
Yeah. No. I don't see him paralyzing. I see him dead.
The answer is no. It does not paralyze. Alcides Moreno fell 500 feet or 47 stories from a skyscraper window washing platform in New York City in 2007. Miraculously lived thanks to holding onto part of the platform that absorbed some of the impact. Suffered brain trauma, broken ribs, arms, and legs, but walked again months later.
That dude is an absolute unit.
Was not paralyzed.
That's what.
Sounds like he wasn't a pussy.
Exactly.
He walked it off.
He walked it off, literally.
Yeah.
9. Cats.
Yes.
Yes.
2 cats
move.
paralyzed.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, the little bastards do.
The answer is yes. Cats will paralyze you.
Huh?
A woman in Texas became paralyzed after a cat scratch led to a rare complication. The Bartonella bacteria spread to her spinal cord, causing inflammation and paralysis.
Damn, I
Cats.
figured it'd be something simple like just tripping you up down the staircase, but
That
You know?
They do like to do
That
that.
do that, yeah.
Yeah.
10. Twerking.
You know, yeah.
You know, if you throw that shit back hard enough,
Does it paralyze?
Do we speak from experience or?
I mean,
He's
the
walking.
wind from
He's
the
fine.
circular motion of her ass definitely like can cause some neck issues.
Throw that ass in a circle.
Yeah,
You know,
that the tornado
I see.
just like hits your neck the wrong way,
you're-
and then like
You're
guys
saying
are-
collateral
collateral damage. Yeah.
You guys are thinking about it all wrong. It's not watching twerking here. We're twerking we're talking about.
yeah.
Twerking yourself.
You know, I almost
Doing the
paralyzed
twerking.
myself twerking one night,
Yeah.
but I ended up fine because I'm not a pussy.
There's video proof. Okay, well,
The answer
we'll review the
is-
tape.
The answer is yes. A woman reportedly tried an advanced twerk jump move,
Sounds like she shouldn't have.
landed wrong, and fractured her lower spine. The injury pinched her spinal cord, leaving her temporarily paralyzed from the waist down. And finally, number 11,
She should have practiced more.
busting a nut.
If you bust
Yes.
enough nuts,
Does it paralyze?
When
Absolutely.
they suck right after you just finished busting a nut, yeah, that paralyzes you. You're like,
Paralyzing?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're saying yes? The answer is yes.
What?
Busting a
someone
nut.
busted a nut and
will
got
paralyze
paralyzed.
A 44-year-old man
bad
in the
luck
UK
Brian shit.
experienced sudden paralysis after sex. Doctors found he had suffered a spinal cord stroke. Blood flow was cut off during orgasm, likely due to increased blood pressure and arterial weakness. Result, he was paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's that key word again, weakness.
Yeah.
If you're
he must
strong,
have
you
been
won't get
laying
paralyzed.
that shit down.
Busted hard.
Go
dude.
harder.
Ladies and
So bad
gentlemen,
it crushed his
Fucking
spine.
paralyzes him.
so that was episode 68 of Guitar Practice. You guys got any announcements, anything to put out?
No, just thank you for having us.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was a blast.
A lot of fun.
Potatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's it.
That was fun.
where's your
Yeah.
guys' stuff at?
Oh yeah, Facebooks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What are y'all named?
Instagram is Paralytic US.
Yeah, Paralytic _US on Instagram, and then we're just Paralytic on Facebook. And then Landon, what are we on TikTok?
We are also on TikTok, yes.
Yeah, what's our handle?
That might be Paralytic OK instead of US. So Paralytic OK for Oklahoma.
Paralytic. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Paralytic. Hit him up. You know where to find us.
Do so.
Goodbye.
Take me back to a day when I wasn't weights on payment for entertainment. Got a lot of problems that I'm sitting through like an arrangement. Sick of waiting on the day that I make it on. Sick of hearing all the shit that you say. Got a lot of anger problems that I bottled away. Thought I was doing rap, but I threw it in your face. Yeah, I grew my hair, I changed my ways. Can you get the hell up off of my case? Instead of bringing all the smoke to the motherfucking place. Sick of all the hate. Everybody just wanna get me. Let's do my rules. I gotta stay true. Everybody's gonna let you guys do what you do. If you wanna change to what you want me to. All I've got one thing to say is fuck you. You act like you know me, but you know you're in the wrong. Being the only reason to write this song. I wanted to spit a ball, but you got me in the zone. Try to fucking touch me, just know I'll lose control. Yeah, you said it, I said it again. You and I will never fucking ever be friends. If you don't like it, dude, you had better walk away. I really just don't have any more to say. Getting tired of your shit. You dumb motherfucker!